think I heard Kentoria connect.
Kentoria.
Kennedy James.
Kentaurus.
So we'll go ahead and get started, unless anybody else
Hell
had
yeah.
anything. Cool.
Make sure you do
What
your
the
mic
fuck
check
are we
before
gonna
you
do?
stream.
Mic,
I
mic.
Yeah, right.
checked it as soon as
We
I clicked
good.
the button.
We're good.
We're good.
All right. Well, last game we picked up with you guys in the dining hall of the Zatara estate, having just concluded your conversation with Ifalna Zatara, the matriarch of the family and Aerith's mother. Um, you discussed options and opted to head to the northern sigil that Narenvain had. It's kind of east of northern because where it wasn't directly north of the city. It was a little bit to the east, but you'd opted to go in that direction first to attempt to dispel it and to upset whatever plans he has been operating on. Aerith led you through the city in a very roundabout, kind of circuitous, almost doubling back on itself in some places, path through the city, and you found yourselves actually leaving out of like a southeastern gate, which kind of seemed weird because he said he was taking you to the northern one. But alas, you made it through
Same thing, right?
through the city of Lintier and off into the woods where Aerith again led you through the forest, which was a fortunate decision on the party's behalf, as the forests are enchanted to confuse and muddy the pathfinding abilities of anyone that isn't really an elf. Um, you came across a crossroads with some tracks from heavier species than elves, than you know you've seen, identifying them as more like human make, rough trodden boots, and moving off in a kind of almost tangential path northward as you headed east towards the now newest rune, which was the eastern rune. um, let's see, I'm trying to make sure I get the order of operations right. You
Yeah.
came across the clearing and noticing some suspicious activity in the trees beyond. A long-range battle started and eventually concluded with the Tyrannosaurus Rose, where you guys more or less destroyed the cultists guarding the glyph of warding the rune here. Aerith
More
making
or
several
less.
attempts to dispel it throughout the course of the battle, coming up short, just not enough power. Arturia turned and attempted to smash the rune with Soul Shatter, and it was just not enough until finally, in that final act of desperation, with very little else to make an effort with, you reached out and were able to dispel the powerful ward that was a part of this ritualistic casting. Um, Cleaning up the rest of the cultists was easy, especially with the Tyrannosaurus, and you raised one of their spirits to kind of play a yes, no, maybe game with you, where you were able to get some information towards their operations here within Fairlin. Heading off to the forest, about 200, 300 feet away, you set up the door to Nimr's mansion and moved in and out of it while Aerith sent Feathers to go and investigate where he believed the fifth rune would be inscribed. You guys spent most of the afternoon in downtime just discussing plans while waiting for new information from Aerith, until finally Feathers did come across Narenvain, but he was not traveling alone as he had in the past. He was now traveling with his honor guard, a number of highly trained elven fighters that protect the royal family, and they were heading west and far beyond where you would have expected this fifth rune to go. Feathers kind of pulled back to a safe distance and opting to attempt to gather as much information as possible and trusting that Aerith would at least connect periodically and could garner some information, followed Narenvain as he traveled far west into the forest. You guys discussed plans as to whether or not you wanted to attempt to dispel another one of the circles, to go hunt him down and try to stop Narenvain directly, or other options. Until that night, Feathers finally came to the end of what he was willing to risk as Narenvain and his four guards came across a uh, large waterfall in the side of a mountain here within the Forest of the Elves, Fairlin. This large pool of water at the base of it. They kind of creeped around the right hand side and up along the cliff wall and seemed to disappear into the waterfall itself. Feathers observing this and Aerith seeing it through his connection with Feathers uh, from a safe enough distance that it didn't seem like anyone noticed that he was falling before he finally returned himself and began to head back towards where the mansion was. Um, Rose attempted to connect to. You were trying to get Narenvain with your dream
Hmm.
spell as we concluded the evening, and as you reached out, this unfamiliarity with him, only really knowing the name, you relied upon the connection with the white mask that you have and the kind of net, the nexus that they form with each other. And reaching in through that, you could see four pinholes of light kind of in the distance, just options for your mind's eye to latch onto. And picking one at random, you latched out to it and found yourself in a different dream than you were expecting, one of carnage and conquest and warfare and bloody victory, and a foe that you had really not expected to see again, Vistaria,
Already killed
the Amethyst Dragonborn who was leading Kegrim's Angels as they were sent to assassinate you guys out of Daggerford. A short conversation with her where you attempted to get information, but she seemed to have been advised to not listen to anything you were saying and to essentially stick her hands over her ears and just sort of ignore it. Um, You did learn that she is the new Black Worm speaker, hence the connection, and that she was brought back for that purpose. Um, and that she seems to have found herself again on an airship. The small bit of dream that you were able to pull from reality is the two of you had this kind of battle of charismatic wills. She was on an airship and heading towards someone she said you knew, but wasn't willing to give much more information than that before the dream spell itself came to a conclusion, and you were actually she retook control of it. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm remembering this wrong. You took control of it and attempted to show her what the end of days would look like. This battle between
right?
gods, this glorious heaven versus hell melee on the material plane, thinking that it
Yeah,
would
she
persuade
decided that was
her to
okay.
some sort of logic, and it did not. She seemed to revel in it and enjoy it quite a bit. So you just sort of retreated back into your comfortable bed here within Nimr's mansion. Um, Yeah, I think it's too soon. So yeah, you all get your long rest
Fine.
and awaken in your various rooms that you've chosen for yourself here within the mansion. Uh, Gather for breakfast, where you are served by copies of yourselves, all wearing maid outfits, um, who are very subservient and do not speak back to you, regardless of whether they're Rose or Arturia or Eodos. It doesn't. They're all just happy to help. And what would you guys like to do?
Boy, this in the long run, we didn't really get much done last time, did we?
Not a lot. I mean, you guys kind of made your way out here, but it was a lot of discussing
Hmm.
options, plans, things that you could do.
So,
What is on the agenda?
Were
I
we
mean,
doing an ambush? Is that the plan?
I mean, we were planning to ambush like him, right? Now that
Yeah.
he kind of left, I don't know if there's a point to that.
Did we ever decide if we were gonna try to fuck with the dragon before,
Yeah.
The dragon was mentioned. I don't think we ever made an official decision about it.
Well, I mean, it's we can go destroy another circle. For sure, buy us more time than he can lay them down. Or since he just kind of went off, we could just go follow that and try to just go kill him.
I thought we were trying to
Take care of
avoid
it.
killing the prince.
I mean, were we? I guess we don't have to kill him, but I don't know what you have in mind then.
Just not being enemies to an entire country.
Sure. Would that make your people mad, Aerith?
It would make a lot of them mad. And then his dad would probably put the blame on us. Call us.
Well,
Roll
to be
me,
fair, it would be our fault.
roll me a history, Aerith.
At the same time, he is trying to usurp his father, so
Okay.
nice.
That's a hot 2.
Right? Yeah, that's
Really?
unfortunate.
Do you know any notorious families we could pin it on, so that if we have to kill them, it's just
Yeah.
we can blame it on them?
Right? Is there a neighboring royal family that could possibly take over? Is it that kind of thing, or is it only the one family?
I mean, so you rolled a 2. Let me see.
Right? What do you know about your own culture, Aerith?
That's
You
a
don't know a
good
lot about the
question.
political structure. You know that your family is. It's kind of like an aristocratic. I can't pronounce it.
An aristocracy?
Yeah, you're of that
Aristocracy.
an
Yeah.
aristocratic class. So your family has always just sort of been rich. They've just had money. They old money. They focus a lot on knowledge. They fund schools and education and social service programs and things like that around. But none of them have really opted for s- government service beyond that, like military service. You probably have had a cousin maybe that joined into the guard. Um, but not a lot of knowledge about the royal family. You do know that with elves' long lifespans, it is really just been one family that's kind of run Lintier here. But you don't really know much about King Melindrock as a person. You know who he is. You'd be able to recognize him, but his policies, the things that he did, the laws he enacted, the kind of person he was, never mattered to Aerith. It wasn't a part of your studies. It wasn't a part of either your initial desire to become an entertainer or a desire to understand magic or just this kind of new founded faith in knowledge itself. His personality is never really, so you really don't know him to be able to judge how they would react. He's the prince, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go and just knock him out and bring him back and be like, hey, your kid was plotting to kill you and was working with a dragon, probably, and the cult. But would they believe us? I don't
We
know.
would have to bring proof,
I mean, we could
obviously
bring a
the
fucking
mask.
dragon head.
I mean, that too.
Well, okay, see, here's the problem. If we bring the mask as proof to the king and they take it, then what?
Then the cult would
Yeah,
probably convince another person.
Yeah. So I say maybe not so much on that. Maybe we just keep that to
Then we
our
would
party.
need a cult member, the prince, and the dragon head.
We could do that. Do you think a cult member would you know, assist or just be their good old fashioned selves and make everything more complicated.
I mean,
Both?
Personally, I don't really care if we just go and like either indispose him by taking the mask and killing his dragon and just leave him to his fate. I don't really care that much about your society as a whole, to be honest.
I love you too,
Yeah.
Rose.
I'm still in camp. Find a piece of shit family that nobody likes and is constantly causing problems, and we just
Yeah.
set them up to take the fall after we kill this man. Because it seems like a lot of hoops to jump through, and we already have so much shit going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, if we just kill, or not, even if we don't kill him, if we just take the mask and kill the dragon, that leaves him pretty, like, he's still got the cult ties, but it leaves him pretty defenseless, out of power.
or at the very least, less power.
Right. At least less power that I care about.
I mean, I'd prefer
Or we
not
should kill
to
him.
kill him, but we could kill him, kill the dragon. I think someone recommended this last time, but they're like, "Oh no, the dragon killed poor old prince. Oh no, oh we got
I mean,
revenge for
that
you."
would also be easy enough to, just we kill them both and then shove his body in the dragon. Done. Presto.
Well,
I mean, we're gonna take the mask.
Yeah. All we personally really need is the mask and
Yeah,
kill the dragon just because it's a giant dragon.
I mean,
mean-
yeah.
Royalty's gonna fight. They're gonna squabble and try to take over. It's just if we
like
give them less power to do so.
I get that. But was he always evil, or was it like the mask's influence? Like,
I think it was the cult. Cult was like, "Hey, you want to overthrow your dad? Here's something to do it with."
You want to become
Aha.
king? We'll help you.
Right? Yeah. But if we take the mask and kill the dragon, like, they aren't exactly easy things to replace. They might just be like, "Oh shit, you're on your own. You fucked up, man."
Then should we get rid of another spell circle, or
I don't know if it matters. I mean, obviously, like if they were to come and finish it, that would be a problem.
but they have
Regardless.
an extra day. Like they didn't do it last night, or at
So they
least
have
that
two
I know
down at the
of.
moment.
Yeah, so
Right?
they're currently 2 down, so that means they would have to do one tonight if they can, and as well as tomorrow night if they survive.
Yeah.
well, I almost wonder. I'm assuming he would know if you broke it. I
If he
almost
did, he
wonder.
didn't seem to care.
Well, maybe that's
Yeah.
why he went to the dragon. Be like, oh, someone broke the circle. Well, I'm assuming they know that we're here. Probably went to the dragon. Be like, hey, those
Obviously, yeah.
fuckheads are
Well, I'm
here.
pretty
I
sure it
need
was
your help.
obvious that you guys were here because you guys teleported into the middle of town.
Yeah,
Yes,
they knew we were
but
here
we
for some
also
reason, but
immediately broke a circle, so he probably was like, yeah, that's enough to go get the dragon out to play.
So then,
I don't know. I'm grabbing
so
at
I
straws.
say, well, yeah. But so if we step out that door and there's a dragon that tries to eat us, then problem solved.
Fair enough.
If
Problem
not, then I
solved.
suppose we go figure it out. But yeah, I don't know if it's a priority anymore if they're not actively like pushing to keep making them. Do you think there's somebody else who can make them, or is it just him?
I've only seen just him. So I don't know if there is someone in quote unquote reserve to
Hmm.
finish the job.
Then we probably should hurry up then. I'm
I
fine with
say
hunting him down, I guess, or the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm good
say
with that.
we get the dragon because we know where it is.
Or we
In
think
theory.
In theory.
You should have had Feathers, drink some of the water and see if he died of poisoning.
My
Then we
familiar's
would
been through so much already.
He's fine. Then we
Such
would
is
have
the
known
life
for
of a
sure that it was a
familiar.
dragon lair.
It's the life of a familiar.
Hey, well, that's a long walk, I believe, so we probably want to
And we might as well just go ourselves.
go now.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm down. If everyone else is.
Yeah.
Fix the problem at the source.
At the very least, killing the dragon seems smart enough.
Important.
More important.
Are you ready? Are you ready to fight your first dragon, Nanashi?
Yeah, sure. It'll be fun, I guess.
That you know of, because apparently your memories are total whack.
It's true. You could be like a master dragon slayer, and you don't even
I
know it.
feel like I would remember killing a dragon, but
Are you sure? I'm
No.
just
Right?
making
Do you
sure.
remember anything?
No. But I'm just saying that seems high on the list of things to remember.
Well, first off, green dragon, poison dragon, right?
Yes.
So poisony.
Poison resist. I mean, if we run to the town and we got money to spare, I could get us some. Can make some boluses for us.
I mean,
yeah. We could buy antitoxins and actually use them this time.
Or that.
how
Or
many
do you
did
still
you
have
guys
some,
use?
right?
I mean,
Somebody has some.
before I died, I barely used the ones that I bought, so
Those.
there should have been like 2 of them.
Was it Ken? Ken probably took them. No.
Ken probably took majority.
Oh boy.
Ken's usually the one that remembers it, so I'm pretty sure he probably
Yeah.
had them. And then,
Neat.
he's not here now, so
Right? Very.
all of ours are probably inside Demigod Boy, which is not
Yeah.
I guess we
Inside.
could
That's
probably
so
do
weird.
the antitoxin and the boluses.
How long would that take?
Yeah.
Bolus will take about an hour to make.
We could
It's
just
a set of
buy
5.
antitoxin potions.
He'll make a set of 5, so 1 for each.
Can you
Well,
make them now? What do you need for it?
A lot of ingredients. Would I have the ingredients?
Would you know the ingredients?
No,
I mean, if
knows
he
the
makes
ingredients.
poison,
I know the ingredients.
you'd want to have anti-poisons.
I know I started with healing pellets, but
Yeah.
that used all the ingredients, so that's up to
You don't really, you don't have any more ingredients. You could attempt to gather it from the woods here, or you could see about purchasing it in one of the shops in town.
I might
But
as
you
well
would know
run
what
up.
you need. It's a mix
Yeah.
of herbs and a couple of like minerals that you grind up to.
I guess I could see what I can gather right now. If you guys have anything else to talk about, I can just run outside and do that real quick.
Sure. As long as we can do it fast. Otherwise, we did do 2 dragons without any of that stuff, and it went mostly fine.
Huh.
Mostly.
All right, well, I'll see what I can gather. At the very least, it should make it cheaper to buy.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, so we got a plan.
Okay.
if we got an hour while he gathers, can I do a quick hooked on phonics session with Artoria for the morning?
Ooh, yeah.
Sure.
Morning session stuff.
Is
I need to
anybody
do
going
mine
with
too.
nobody out into the woods?
Maybe Aerith, because you live
Yeah,
here.
I should.
Okay. All right. And Rose, what are you working on?
I wanted to do my dex training.
Okay. All right. Well then, Rose, go ahead, give me a dexterity check. Arturia and Eodos, go ahead, give me intelligence checks. And then nobody, give me a survival check at advantage since you have Aerith helping you.
Yes.
Aerith, give me a perception check at advantage since you have Nanashi helping you.
Okay. Perception.
You also have to run
Hell
the
yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yes.
19 or 20, guys. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Everybody else did real well.
Yeah. Sorry, Rose.
Wow.
You guys, Arturia and
Got you.
Eodos, you sit down, or you basically stay in the little dining hall here on the second floor of Namir's mansion. It's the breakfast nook that overlooks the garden down in that kind of central square beneath you. And you're discussing the various you're basically just spitting out words, and Arturia is giving you the translation, and then working on how to get that word into a sentence. Because at this point, you have a decent enough grasp of how the grammar functions to be able to start constructing sentences. You guys are just working on building up your vocabulary. So it's very much of like a, hello, my name is Eodos. Where is the bathroom? Can you lead me to the library? I am a friend. I mean you no harm. Things like that. Things that you think might be useful one day if you needed to have an argument with somebody who only spoke Draconic. All the while, you keep hearing this coin hit the table, clack, and you hear shit. As Rose puts it back in their hand, and it's just like very, very finely trying to flip the coin between their fingers in the background of their hand. You know, that little coin trick. And they can usually make it about 2 or 3 fingers before it just dunk, tink, tink, tink. And it's a little distracting, but it's better than telling them to go. And they're already having a tough enough time. All right. For Nobody and Aurora, Aerith, are you both back?
Yeah, back.
I'm here.
Cool. You both step out into the woods, and it is a beautiful day here in Fairlyn. It's still not sunny. It's bright, but the sun is very heavily diffused through all of the tree cover above you. There are patches of sunbeams that kind of cut through things and or here and there, and the dust from the more barren forest floor here, because of the lack of strong underbrush, just kind of floats gently through, and it's just peaceful and gentle. You begin wandering around the door. Try not to go too far away. You're kind of doing like a swirl, this searching pattern that it almost just comes instinctively to Nobody. As you wander around, you do find a number of the herbs that you're looking for, as well as well, you essentially find everything that you would need um, within about 500 feet. Now, what you notice, Aerith, is as you guys are moving past where the sigil was yesterday, you slow down and you kind of approach carefully, not getting within a couple 100 feet. And you do notice a couple things. One, the dirt is still all torn up from where Tyrannosaurus Rose had a snack. Um,
Num, num.
Nobody seems to have fixed that. Two, the bodies are all gone. They don't,
That's
they're not there. You can see that some of them were dragged off. Some of them, like you look and it just looks like the blood, like the patch of blood where they had fallen it was just lifted off and moved away. With a natural 20, you see there are footprints kind of moving around here that are fresh within the last like 4 to 6 hours. And as you kind of take all this in and look into this scene from about 100 feet away, you see 2 people moving around where the sigil used to be, armed and armored, and wearing clothes very similar to the cultists that you saw yesterday.
I have feathers make their way back into the mansion. Do they notice me, or are they distracted?
Um, they seem to be distracted. As you're kind of like looking, you don't get close because you guys didn't really need to. Nobody had found most of what he was looking for on the opposite side. You were just kind of like, while you were out, it's like, let's go check on, see if maybe anything had happened. The two that you see appear to be having a discussion, some kind of. It's not an argument, but their voices aren't hushed, but you can't make it out because you're just too far away.
Mm.
You want me to take a pot shot at him?
I mean, there's
Starfish
two of
today again.
them. Should we have one of us get the rest, or
I mean, you can get the rest. I can deal with these guys. Unless you want me to wait.
what are they doing anyway? Other than obviously taking the bodies away.
Nobody. Go ahead and you can roll me perception as well.
Is it the same people? Did they just get brought back to life?
Okay. As you're looking, you do see a third kind of step in from out of view and join in the conversation with the other two. With your keen eye, they seem to be like, how would I phrase it? Analyzing the battlefield. They're trying to figure out what happened here. You could see like pointing to marks in the trees where you know your arrows struck, and they're kind of like looking at it and trying to figure out like, well, there was obviously an arrow, but where's
Where's
the
the arrow?
arrow? You know, they're it
Why is it
seems
wet?
like a patrol came across a group of their allies and is investigating the scene.
But they're not elves. They're all cultists.
They are all wearing the same kind of it's not cultist regalia, but it is kind of this rough leathers, furs, and just journeyman clothing over magically enhanced armors, because at this point most of them are wearing +1, like, or you know,
Gotcha.
other types of enhanced gear.
Mm-hmm.
They just have a look, but nothing that you'd be able to go to a random stranger and go, look, it's a cultist, and they'd go, yes, you're right, that is definitely a cultist. They'd look at him and be like, he looks like you. Like, you're dressed as scraggly as they are and as uniquely as they are.
Gotcha. I mean, if you want,
No, you.
at the very least, pester the shit out of them while you get everyone. I have everything I need, so if we can clean these guys up,
I
should be able to
mean,
make it.
hmm.
Don't worry, they won't find me.
Yeah, if you can just like keep them there, keep them distracted while I make my way back to the mansion and let everybody know,
Alright, sounds good.
Okay,
and I will do so.
so as you head back towards the mansion, nobody, are you going to keep watch, or are you going to start harrying them with arrows?
I'm going to harry them because I have assassinate, so the first hit's going to be a crit.
It definitely will. Give me a second. I need to get things ready
If you
for
hit.
you.
As one does.
Well, when you have elven accuracy advantage and everything.
Yep.
You would
It's,
be
it's a
surprised
crit anyway.
occasionally.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Sometimes you roll so badly on all three that you miss.
That is true.
It has happened.
I could get a crit on all three,
Good.
In theory.
but only one of them would have the sneak attack on them.
Okay. How did that one not get? Wait, what? Oh, because it's on the map layer. That's what. Okay. Got it.
I could tell
Oh,
you,
nice.
and so can Ken firsthand, that those 3 crits back to back seem really unlikely. So some people have weird house rules. At that campaign we played before, like way before we met any of y'all, the DM had a rule that if you like nat 23 times in a row because you crit, they had a thing where you confirmed crit and you could reconfirm it. If you triple nat 20, you just killed whatever you were attacking.
Oh no, I'm talking about because the
but-
assassinate features. If I go
No, no,
before
no.
Yeah.
they
Yeah, I
go,
know. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah, you had to like do it
Ah.
again in older
Yeah.
D&D. It's bullshit.
But they had that, and it's not very likely. Kid can tell you firsthand, it can happen a lot if you're really.
All right.
I probably won't waste my action surge up for 3 small guys.
Aerith, are you dashing back or are you just running back?
He said he'd BRB.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
So
as he
assume he's
runs
hurrying, I
back.
suppose.
Let's see. Okay, so assuming he's hurrying, 2 rounds to get there. Okay. Nobody. I have moved you to the map where you see yourself and where you see them. You can kind of like see just around this curve of the stone, and you're using both the stone, the tree, this rock over here, all to cover your approach, and have been quiet and discreet up till now. What would you like to do? Because
Okay.
you definitely have a surprise round. They don't
Awesome.
even know they don't even know you're there, man.
That is just what I like to see.
And they never will.
The normal one.
Almost crit, anyways.
I wanted
Okay.
to crit. Oh,
All
oh,
right.
you're right. It's a crit.
And which one are you? The one closest to you?
The one closest.
Okay. So first arrow, you kind of lean out, take your bow out as you hear Aerith softly running into the woods behind you. You draw this string of water from your gourd, lay it, and as it kind of crystallizes into the hard arrow, it cuts through the air, and it's automatic critical, right? Because it's okay. So go ahead and give me another. Oh God, I have to count how many dice you roll here.
2d6 and another d8, I think, is
So
all.
yeah, 2d6 and 1d8.
6.
The rest are just numbered. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Over
17.
Not
So
bad.
28, 50 points of damage. You see, as the arrow just through the back of his head, there's a gout of blood. The two friends on the further side of him are looking in shock as their one buddy just died in front of them. He just
Hell yeah.
right through his head just falls to the ground. You see them panic. What are you doing?
And can't remember. Is surprise round you have advantage automatically on surprise rounds?
The
Or no?
first, no, I don't. Let me see, because it's a condition.
Gotcha. Oh, I have a. Yeah, never mind. They haven't gone yet, so I still have advantage on them.
Yeah, you definitely have advantage.
The normal.
15. Okay, you draw the. Oh, that's right. Open accuracy. 24. Better, much better. Roll damage.
Sadly, no sneak attack this time,
No,
but still a crit because they have not gone yet.
they have not. No.
One more
So go ahead
d8.
and give me another d8. Yeah. 28. Okay. As the one to the right, who is mid conversation with this gentleman, I'm just going to move everyone to the map because it's more fun that way.
Hell yeah.
He's like, what? He reaches up and starts to like wipe the blood off his face, and as he does, right into the left side of his shoulder, the arrow just cuts through with this gout and spray of water. He twists off to the side. What next?
I'm gonna move. Oh, here we go. Move here and then take the hide action.
Okay, go ahead and roll me stealth.
And they also have disadvantage for finding me.
Okay, good to know. Okay.
Probably
You see
higher
them.
because you rolled survival.
That it would be higher.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It would be 4
It's
points higher.
fine. With disadvantage, they both rolled 8s.
Hell yeah.
It's okay.
Necessary.
I forgot one other thing here.
My 30 stealth.
Feels good. Love
Okay.
it.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. You see, as they kind of like they look around, he kind of reaches up, grabs his left shoulder, reaches down with his right hand and draws his sword. They both look for you, and then they run off this way. And at this point, we'll roll initiative and go from there. So go ahead and roll me initiative.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Were you rushing back or just
I
cruising
would
on
have.
back?
I would have
Regular
rushed, but
dashing or double
also,
dashing?
I mean, I would have rushed, but to like make sure they wouldn't notice too much.
Okay, so stealthy retreat.
Uh-huh.
Sneaky rush.
Alrighty. What did... Yeah, you rolled a 25. I think you're going to go first.
Really? I think he is. I think.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay, I need to get you. All right, so
It's
as they circle around behind the large, like, it's just a plateau that kind of goes up the hill here onto this raised mound of heavy rock. What are you doing? Nobody?
I'm trying to see where I can get an angle at them. Would I have an angle from right here?
Ooh, pineapple. Sorry.
Oh, I don't think so. You'd have to be in this tree in order to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, have to be a double dash, and if I do that,
In fact,
well,
you
I
won't
can.
be able
I'll
to see
just
them
get.
anymore.
Yeah. I will. Dash right there, and then use
Hey,
my hide action.
all right, roll me another stealth.
Hit the right button this time.
Okay, 25. All right. Roll me a perception as well.
The other thing I have
Right?
expertise in.
It's almost
30.
like this is what your character does. As you run quickly, kind of slide over this rock quietly up against this next one, you take a moment and still your breath and listen. You hear the wind through the leaves. You can even still hear the soft steps of Aerith way off in the distance, about 100 or so feet away from you now, heading back towards the door. And you can also hear, I don't know, his face just exploded. It just all over me. And then I hit by something. I don't, I don't think we're alone out here. And you hear another voice. Oh, let me see that. And he kind of pushes back, and you hear, looks like an arrow hole.
So
What the
that's what
hell?
happened.
But no arrow.
That's 6 seconds. What do you do now?
Yeah, I can pick over the edge.
Right, how are you approaching the edge? Are you approaching it like guns blazing, or are you trying to approach to get an idea?
Stealthily.
Okay, roll me stealth for your approach then. Okay, does that works? As you kind of move past, you covering the steps of your approach with this soft tilled dirt that is on the top of this large stone. You creep up to the edge and look down, and you see about half a dozen of them.
Oh.
The two actually they would have moved up here, talk with their buddies. The one you'd shot right here, is still kind of grasping his left shoulder. This one in the center is the one that is like kind of looking down at the wound and trying to analyze it. Those are the two voices you heard. The others are all just sort of looking around, glancing in every direction, but they only have a +6 to their perception, so there's no hitting a 31.
Literally can't see you.
What do you want to do?
Oh, this is too funny. I want to shoot the one that's looking at. No, I'll kill the guy first.
Okay.
Wait, shit, no. I want to. Sorry.
Ugh.
I'm going to attack the one looking, just because I think that's funny.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, 28 and um
I guess if
don't
he hasn't gone yet, it would be a crit.
well, they did have a round in combat. Their round of combat was literally just talking because they didn't know what
They
to
do
make
know
of it.
something's up now.
Let me roll. I'm gonna roll an insight check for them because they do know something's up. That is an 18, so it is not surprise, but it is still sneak attack.
Okay.
34. Okay, he is still up. Are you following up the same shot on the same guy? Next shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna actually take off. Sharpshooter.
21 does hit. Yep. 18. 52. Okay, got it. All right. As you take in the scene, you once again draw the crystalline stream of pure water from the flask, split it into 2 arrows, and as you draw the bowstring back, both fly out. As the one guy closest, kind of off to the side, is looking off to his left, he looks to his right and narrows his eyes as he sees a glint of something moving through the air. Sunlight in water. And then he sees no more as both arrows just pierce through his eyes, and he just and kind of gurgles, staggers backwards, and falls dead on the ground.
Gotta use the last way movement to go behind the rock and then hide.
Okay.
Give these guys PTSD.
Yeah. At this moment, in a land far away, Aerith, you walk in through the front door, kind of run through and up the curved stairs to the eating area where Arturia and Iedos are still doing their language lesson, and Rose is fiddling with a coin. What do you say?
I just yell out, "Drop your coin! We got baddies!"
But what? That was
What do you guys
extremely
do?
unpacific.
Yeah, I'd say at that point, Rose, you definitely dropped it and probably blame Aerith for that
God damn it!
We got bad guys,
Mm.
Nanashi, cult members. Nanashi's giving them a run for their money.
No, I mean, did you just want to let him handle it?
Well, I don't know how
I
many
guess
there
we
are. I only
Yeah.
saw 3. There may be more. So
Alright.
All right, let's go check out the cultists.
Sure.
one. You
Might
guys
as
will
well.
get there. I don't even know if they'll be alive when you get there. But
Right? He
going
can
into
handle
their
it.
rounds, let's see. Okay, guys, that is a 25. You can hit this. You know what you're looking for. Nobody, you once again hear that kind of deeper, more authoritative voice. We're definitely under attack. Somebody, everyone spread out. Find him. Put him down. And then
definitely under attack, I think.
this one's
Nah.
Must have been the
disadvantage to
wind.
see you. Oh, nope. They are going to kind of like fall into their own sense of cover, though.
Friend dies. Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Must have been
Right.
the wind.
I think it came
Alright.
from over there.
I don't see anything, but I'll keep my eyes open if he reveals himself. And you hear the tensioning of a bowstring in the distance. He doesn't know where you are either, but he's also going to do the same. This guy's dead. He didn't even get a turn. This one,
Dead.
nope, even, nope. He kind of like looks up the hill, and he's going to move
Look,
right here
bird did
and
it.
also draw his bow. And he's just sort of like looking straight up with his back against the rock wall. God, come
Get
on,
that
guys.
bird.
One of you can get a 19. God.
Yeah.
He will fall back to here and also draw his bowstring or his arrow. And I had
You're gonna
2
pop up to shoot
18s, but with
them, and you're gonna
disadvantage.
get like 5 arrows to the face. It'll be
Yeah,
hilarious.
you've heard them kind of like, you heard the orders, you heard crunching of grass and leaves and the tensioning of bowstrings in the distance, but nobody, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Alright. Is he in the tree? Or is
No,
he at the
they're
base of the tree?
base of the tree. They didn't have
Okay.
time to climb the trees.
Alright. I feel like if I go for him, I can stay behind the rock and stay mostly hidden from everyone. At least from arrows. So I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. All right. You
Get
will
you,
have,
get you that cover, dude. Get you that
yeah,
cover.
you will have half cover, so it'll be a bonus to your AC. So go ahead and fire your shot. Let's Let's see. You are hidden. Technically, they don't.
Hell yeah.
You don't need the. You didn't even need the advantage. Okay, go ahead. Roll me damage. 26 plus 21 is. All right, hold on. I have to do this math. Like, can somebody double check that that's 47? I think that's 47, right?
Yeah, it is.
Man.
Okay, cool. Cool. Good to know. All right.
Not
I
bad,
need to
though.
roll a few longbow attacks. What's your AC? Like normally?
Yes.
Just not 20's not bad. It's not bad. 2 of them miss.
With the half cover.
Yeah, because you technically have a 22. I roll. Well, actually, 3 of them missed because one of them was a 21. The first one was a 19. So as you kind of take your deep breath, focus, draw your arrow, turn, you know that the shots are coming, but it's a price you're willing to pay. You release. The arrow soars through the air like an eagle, and you see it splash just a bit as it destroys the arrow that he fired at you, and then cuts straight through his chest. He staggers back, like reaches one hand up, and then falls over. They have 47 hit points. It was exactly the amount of hit points they have.
Hell yeah.
At the same time, you hear the clattering of 2 arrows hitting the stone to your right, but 2 of them do hit you, and you take a total of 19 piercing damage.
I will use deflect missiles.
Okay, the first one to hit
You
you
do
was
for one of
13
them.
damage, which is I don't think you can do less than that because it's your dexterity plus monk level,
Monk
right?
level. Yep. So
Okay.
it's 5 plus 3 plus 1d10.
All right, so roll me a d10. Maybe you roll a 1. Nope. All right. You see the arrow coming, and in that same motion, as you release your bowstring of water, you just reach out, and there's another arrow in your hand. What would you like to do?
I'm going to shoot it back.
Okay. It was actually this guy that shot up at you, and the arrow is kind of like at this really sharp angle that seemed to come out of nowhere, but you caught it anyway. You do take 6 damage from the second arrow,
I will gladly take that.
as one just sort of grazes off your cheek. Tiny well of
That
blood.
should be normal, but
Yeah, 30 to hit though. 14. Okay. You, in one motion, grab his arrow, twist, re-aim, fire straight down. It sinks down into his clavicle. He roars in anguish and frustration, but he is still alive. It's telling some turn.
and then
Okay. I think you still had another attack.
I use I'm pretty sure deflect miss.
No,
That's a
that's your
reaction.
reaction.
Oh,
Yeah,
fine.
you have
Yeah,
another
I'll take
attack.
I'll take another shot at him.
Okay.
I gotta turn my water arrow back on. And with the normal hit.
25 does hit, and it is unnecessary. He had 5 hit points left after the previous hit. As he's like, Roy, you bastard, how dare! Another just gout of water through the top of his head, and they just fall over.
Go here and then hide.
Roll me stealth.
They're not having a fun time.
In the distance, you all can hear the hoarse roars of frustration and pain as you're rushing through the woods. You don't hear nobody, but you can hear humanoid voices shouting in the distance. Doubling up your speed, you'll be there probably within the next 6 seconds.
Sure.
It'll be soon.
Eventually, we'll get
He's
there.
dead. He's not. Okay.
I'm sure nobody's
30.
fine.
Okay, that's um yeah. Roll me another perception. Nobody, since you're kind of like hidden in order to break line of sight.
Mhm.
See how well you can perceive the battlefield.
4.
Okay, 17. You do hear voices in the distance, but at this point, the battle high, that rush is starting to kick in, and the distinct words that they're saying not exactly clear. You hear urgency and then the sound of footsteps just running in the distance. And
Running
as you
away?
running away, and as you
Oh.
poke your head up the next round to look, the three of them are gone.
Well, I can shoot a really far distance.
Roll me, yeah, that is fair. That is fair. Roll me a perception check because they did run off the map, but they are kind of running through the woods and off into this northern direction.
Oh god, I swear to god if you get lost.
Another fucking 17.
Okay, let's see. uh,
Because I have 600 feet of range.
you can see one of them.
I'm shooting him.
Go for it. He's like bobbing and weaving between trees. They're in full on retreat. Just sprint away. 28 hits though. A natural 20 hits better. Roll me damage.
I don't know if it's gonna matter.
No, I mean they 28 48
It might not
damage. Yep.
come out right.
He's as he like you see him jump over a log, and then you see your arrow connect, and the body kind of tumbles, and then he falls out of view.
Yeah, I'm gonna move as close to the edge as possible and see if I can see the other ones as they keep running.
Okay. I will say you do have one more attack. One of them rolled a natural 20 on their stealth to get away, but with the 17, you do see another one. A little further off, a little further out. It looked like he was in like a gully. He's like pulling himself up out of the other side of a ravine, and you're like looking at it through this weave of dense foliage. Go ahead, take your shot.
I have a question. Would it be normal or would it be an advantage because they are not trying to look for me at all?
Mechanically, it's just a normal shot because you've
Okay.
given up, stealth with
Nope,
the
that's
first
fine.
shot.
I was just curious.
And they know they're under attack.
So let's get rid of sharpshooter.
21 hits. Okay, 17 damage. You hear it, just kind of like faintly in the distance before he clambers up the other side of the ravine and calls out for his buddy ahead of him who got the fuck out of there so goddamn fast. As you're standing there, your long bow resting gently down at your side, kind of just at the edge of this cliff. You all run out and can see nobody standing there. His hair blowing gently in the wind, his robes and comfortable baggy clothing just kind of whipping gently in the light breeze that's here. What are the rest of you doing as you
So
get here?
majestic.
Aerith, he seems fine. What was with all the urgency?
Well, there are more bodies than I thought there would be.
You actually don't see any bodies right now.
Oh,
They're all on the other
Just
side of
see him
the...
standing there.
Yeah, you don't see any. You just see nobody at the top of this cliff looking like majestically out into the northern forest, just peering. And technically, what is your range with your longbow?
600 feet.
600
There's like
feet.
no way they can outrun it. I
Roll
have
me one more perception. This one's at disadvantage, so it's just
okay.
yeah. So it's disadvantage because it's very far away through trees. He's like his eyes are narrowing. Let me see. The one that got his at 20. I'm gonna respect that. He's gone. But the one that you shot, I'm gonna have him roll another stealth. Okay. That is, I shit you not, a 22, which means you can see him from this distance. So as Aerith, as you kind of like are walking up to nobody, you see his like whole posture change. His hand snaps to the gourd, his bow straight up and out in front of him. Go ahead, roll me your attack. Yeah, 20 hits. Even with half covered, 20 hits. And then in the distance, you hear another gurgled like, ah! And nobody, your target falls down. There are no more. You can't see anybody else moving through the trees. All you could see is just this like little bit of swaying in the branches and the sunbeams coming down through these massively oversized trunks as you were just sort of like adjusting your perspective left and right to give different points of view through. You hear Aerith walk up behind you, Rose questioning him brusquely. It seems your friends have arrived.
Sadly, one got away, but there's 5 dead cultists.
How could
5? I
you?
only see 4.
He's just gonna point out in the distance. He's behind that log. Dead.
It was actually 6
Oh,
because
they
there were 7 of them here, and you killed.
Oh, yeah.
One of them got away. The leader is the only one that rolled well and got away.
So yeah, 6 of them are dead. One of them sadly got away.
Alright, you one-man army. Jesus.
It's disgusting.
Don't do a lot of damage, but I
Well-
don't need to.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
right?
that was more than 3. Do they look
Probably.
non are they elves or are they something else? Or are they just normal humans?
Looking over them, the 4 that you see here, there is 1 half elf, 2 humans, and a dwarf. But they're all wearing kind of the same style of gear. Like it was obviously made by an outfitter. Like how Eodos's gear all has kind of this similar aesthetic because it's all Erodi. So she uses a certain stitching pattern. She uses a certain type of cut for the way that she does the cuffs and things. This all has that same feel where it feels more like a uniform, but it looks like it's a uniform that's designed to kind of blend in.
Hmm.
But you do not see any elves here. Just a half elf and a dwarf and 2 humans.
What about the ones that ran away? Did I whatever they?
Did they have
Yeah, I
pointy
mean,
ears?
you're super observant. One of them was an elf, but he was also dressed the same as the rest of the cultists here. The leader one.
Gotcha.
That was kind of
I'm
like
just, like,
bullying.
questioning like how they are able to trek through the forest because I don't see elves right here. So
Well,
other than the
there
half
was
elf.
1 elf.
Yeah, if they had one, you could lead them, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the one that got away. You said.
It was. It would have been the leader that was. I mean, he was big. He looked burly for an elf, but the ears, like half elves, tend to have diminished size to the ears. If he was elven, it wasn't an elven from Lintier because it didn't have that kind of more majestic high elf aesthetic. It was
More like a wood elf.
yeah, more just rustic.
Gotcha.
I'm sure something in their culty ways is permitting them to travel the forest.
Yeah, but I'm curious as to what it is. If it's just that they have
I don't know.
only 1 elf in each.
Roll me
Can I
roll me
search the
Arcana,
body?
Aerith. Sure, roll me investigation.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Oh, that should not be
Okay.
at advantage, but thank God that was my first roll.
So this has come up in your studies in the past. You know that that Lintier is protected by this spell, but it's just the city. The the elves are very insular, while you refer to this as Fairlin and the rest of the world as the Elfwood, the Elves Forest. Your people really only care about Lintier. They're very, very insulated. So the spell that prevents travel really just directs people around the city. It keeps them away from finding the city itself, because that's all
Yeah.
that your
So
people
if they're not
really are concerned with.
looking for the city, then it doesn't really have an effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then the only person that would actually lead them towards the city would be Nerevain.
Or your high elf guards.
Or the guards.
Oh yeah, I have the ingredients, so I can start working on those.
Oh yes, we were
Pellets for
able to
y'all.
get
Oh,
him his
good.
stuff.
Now you can start.
I shall.
Great.
All right.
Just sit on a
So
rock up here.
okay, you're just gonna do it up here.
Oh my god.
That
How long
takes
do
an
we have to
hour,
wait
right?
for this?
Yep, takes an hour.
Ugh.
You guys are still able to work on your lesson. If you'd like to return to the manor, it's only a couple 100 feet away. If there's anything else you guys want to do, you can do that. I will say that you can pass an hour here unperturbed. No one will come back within an hour to check on anything.
I didn't
By
even see
looking
him.
by looking around, Rose, if you take the full hour,
Yeah, I'll just search
they're each
so that I can
wearing
find at least something.
yeah, they're each wearing magical studded leather. And studded leather +1. They're carrying a magical longbow and a longsword. You don't find any gold pouches or anything like that. They really don't have much. They seemed more like foot soldiers. But
Mm,
again, the gear is
magical.
well, it is. But I was more going with it. It's tailored to
Just
them. It's not
mundane.
like ill-fitting, like they were just brought in off the street, thrown into some garb, and thrown at you guys for chaff. Especially when
Right.
you look at like the half elf, his is cut tighter and a little leaner. The dwarfs is stockier, and they're designed to fit their bodies through their construction, like in themselves, more than
So
just a
they
magical.
have a tailor.
An evil tailor.
It's
Mm.
Damn
but yeah, hour passes. Did your rules have how many get made?
Yep, 5. A set
Okay.
of 5 balls.
Cool. So you have your
balls.
poison
Balls.
pellets.
Poison resist pellets. Let's go.
So what do we do with? Do we eat it or do you like shoot it at us?
Yep. So before we go into combat, just pop the pellet, eat it. Should taste mostly fine, and you'll have some resistance to poison.
Mostly fine.
Definitely saw him put some
Sure.
sort of dung in there, but should be okay.
You're good. They didn't see that. Their perception's not
Uh,
high enough.
It really probably isn't.
My
Uh,
perception is a
It would
16.
it would
I'll have
be
you know.
fitting for nobody to try to hide that too, so
sure. All right. Well, as I was saying before, that was like step 1. It's a poison dragon. Cool. We got that taken care of.
Done.
Step 2, I guess, as Eidos always reminds us, don't clump up because dragons tend to,
Breath
Breathe.
weaponist.
bleh,
All right,
in one
I
area.
will stay as far away from you guys as possible.
Great. Neat. I mean, obviously it's a dragon. Try not to let it bite you. That hurts.
Okay.
They can fly. So good thing you have a bow.
Yep. I should be fine with that.
Is there anything else?
Any
other
None that I can
dragon tip?
think of.
We've only fought like 8 of them. That's fine.
They could do weird shit in their lairs. Be careful.
Right? Oh yeah, the layer, like the area around us when we're in there might do weird shit. So like I don't even know, don't touch the walls?
Oh,
Maybe?
okay.
Try not to
Don't
touch the
touch the
Or,
floor.
Yeah, or don't touch the floor or the walls or, anywhere around the entire area. That should be easy for you, right?
I can't fly.
Can you hover?
No.
Well,
I
shit,
just
man.
Well, I'm
walk
pretty
very
sure you'll be
quietly.
fine-ish.
Just hide
Yeah,
from
they
a
usually
dragon
don't.
in his own lair.
They probably can see you, because it's a dragon, even if you're hidden.
We can. We'll find out.
Yeah,
Yes, we will.
we will.
okay.
But yeah, I'm good. We could just go and fight it.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's just go fuck it up. Let's go fuck up a dragon,
Yeah.
guys.
Exactly.
fine with that.
Alrighty.
Said the
So
voice of God. Let's just go fuck up the dragon. though.
Right? On our side.
All right, let's see. That's what I was looking for. Passive perception. Okay, got it. Good to know. Got it. Okay.
Stop.
They also definitely don't have blind sight.
Oh no, trust me. I know dragons. I was looking for nobody's passive perception because I wasn't quite sure
Okay.
on that.
23.
An
A
ancient
lot.
green dragon's passive is like 26, I think.
I could roll higher than that.
You can. You technically can, but that's the passive perception.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't they
Means
see
they
like
can roll
anything that's
higher.
in their lair?
So, as you guys have had this discussion, talked things out well, nobody prepped his poison pellets here at the site of the broken sigil where many cultists have lost their lives in the last day.
Yeah, I know.
Who is leading you? Where are you going? And what is the objective?
I will lead.
Aerith, Dragon Cave, kill Narenbane, and the dragon.
Got it.
I'll also
Maybe,
have Feathers
you know, whenever
passively lead because Feathers actually knows the way better.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me survival with advantage since you have feathers helping you. And then everybody also roll me perception checks as you all make your way through the woods.
It's not a horrible roll.
Hey, it's not bad.
Could be worse.
Trust me, when I know you have a +2, I don't expect beautiful things.
And then everyone
Already
also has
calling
their
me
own
out.
pellet. Remember, do not eat it until you are ready.
'Cause they
How long
last
does it last?
They last 30 minutes.
30
Ow.
minutes. Okay, I couldn't
Okay, I
remember.
mean, it's not bad.
Okay.
We eat it when we see
The location.
the location, yeah, in sight. All right.
54. That is so awesome. Aerith, give me a perception as well, because you are leading with survival, but you still have your eyes open. You guys know that you're not in friendly territory, well, even though you are in Fairland. So as you head back kind of towards Lintier, you're going to be heading along the southern edge of the city and kind of through the forest down along it, unless you wanted to cut through the city, but that would probably add a lot of time to your travels as you know moving through cities.
We'll take as little amount of time as possible.
Yeah, you're going as quick as you can and trying to get as little hindrance. What is the marching order? Let's go ahead and as you guys are moving through, just arrange yourselves down here on the map. However, you would be like leftmost would be in the one in the lead. So Aerith is in the lead
Yeah.
because you're leading.
It's not an option, nobody.
Can't be off in the woods following along
No.
quietly.
No.
Okay, so
I guess nobody up the rear.
progressing like that. Okay, got it. Okay, you guys are heading back through the
We're off to see the
path.
wizard. Sorry.
Yeah, you've basically made it off or back out of the brush of the forest and into the beaten trail of these kind of like circuitous. They're probably deer paths or some other game animal that just runs along and has for a long time. But they've created these kind of trails through the forest, and you've crossed by this place when you came out. You come across a crossroads. As you are walking through, I need to do a couple things.
Encounters.
Secret.
Secrets. Secrets don't make friends.
Okay. As you're stepping through this crossroads, Nanashi, you were leaving a 10 to 15 foot gap behind you and the rest of the party. The rest of them cross over this crossroads, and as you're moving through, you kind of feel this hair on the back of your neck kind of stand up. Right as you hear a cacophony of bowstrings snapping.
Great.
It was a 25. I rolled absolutely goddamn smacked fire for this party of cultists to lay an ambush for you guys, and It was a
They're ambushed.
25.
Their ambush.
It was, oh my god. So,
Aw.
I need to. So 1, 2,
You just get riddled with arrows and die.
3. Aerith, what is your AC?
Currently, without blade
Currently,
song,
without blade song, without your weapon drawn.
18.
What?
18.
15?
Teen.
18.
18.
There
Okay,
you go.
sorry.
All
I
I
just
was
kept hearing
hearing was
teen.
teen.
Yeah, I was
Like,
just hearing
yo,
10 as
teen.
well.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations, that could be any of them.
Write this down.
11.
Yep,
Right.
exactly.
Aerith? 2. 8, okay.
Can't use shield
Definitely.
because I don't know that it's coming.
Arturia, what is your AC?
20.
20, okay. 1. It's through there.
Sounds like I'm about to get the calculator ready.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just there's
I hate your definition of fine.
it's fine. That's a
Right.
15. That wouldn't hit. So wow, even with advantage, it's a 15. That's impressive.
Everyone just write your AC next to your character.
I mean, that's what I'm doing, but
Wow,
or at least I
guys,
was
I rolled
filling in.
absolutely. All right. R and N each take 1. Okay.
I like how
All
you
right,
skipped
so
Eidos.
I don't know what his is yet. It hasn't come up yet.
You'll never hit. No one can ever hit me. I'm
oh,
untouchable.
you guys are back on that other map. Okay, hold on one second. I'm switching you guys in
Oh,
just
you're
a
not
second.
even looking.
Okay,
Got it. Great.
got you. Okay,
You
so as you
didn't
guys
even
are
see
walking through here,
it.
a cacophony of bowstrings go off. Aerith, you take 2 hits as 2 arrows. One grazes across your arm, the other into your shoulder, and you take 20 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Arturia, as you see this like flash, you raise your
shit.
shield and block 1, but 1 arrow does manage
Right.
to make it through, and you take 11 points of piercing damage. Eidos, like a man possessed, you just duck and throw your hand out to summon the Fate Render as an arrow whizzes over your head, completely missing you. Rose, you dodge 1, but the
Thank
other
you.
one managed to hit you in the leg,
No.
and nobody. You do also take 1 shot from the
Catch
cultist
arrow.
to your left. It's 11 damage, so you catch it and can use your reaction right now. I will go ahead and drop your attackers since they've revealed themselves with their held actions.
How much was my one?
11 points of damage.
11.
Alright, I'm actually not going to shoot the arrow back because that uses key points.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right, so as these cultists reveal themselves out from behind the trees, out of the brush, I need everybody to roll me initiative as we actually do the combat encounter I had planned for today.
So sick of cultists. Can't you guys just go away? Nobody wants you.
Hell yeah, dude. 2
Not
3s
my
and a
turn.
4 right out the game. We're starting off strong.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Rose, why are you rolling so well on initiative all the time?
That's the only thing I can roll. Everything else is sub 10. I can only have initiative and that's it.
3, 4,
You can have initiative. It's a treat.
Yep.
7, 8. Okie dokie. Ooh, I got a natural 20 on mine.
No. Why?
All right.
I mean,
So as
at least
combat
it's-
starts, the cultist that had begun with his fire, or his first shot at Aerith, is going to just do 2 more shots at Aerith.
There are 5 uninterrupted motherfuckers in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Aerith,
That's fine, I'm
you
sure.
Advantage
Uh,
on me.
Can I use my reaction to activate one of Soul Shatter's abilities?
What is the ability? What's the... Oh, you're using the shield one. Let's see. Sure. Yeah, because we've already been through the surprise round that you guys took damage on that. You've had time to draw your stuff. You know you're in battle. You can use your reaction.
Alright, so Soul Shatter has the ability to, on reaction, I can use a charge on my hammer to throw pretty much a shield at myself or somewhere near me. So I'm gonna throw that on Aerith.
Okay. I rolled 2 26s to hit.
Can I shield myself? Add
It's
another shield?
Double
technically...
shield.
No, it's the same shield.
I can't.
Unfortunately, no. So while it is a good play, I rolled really well. I rolled,
Hate you.
Stop
I
that.
hate you.
and you take 23 points of damage, Aerith, from the 2 arrows that, as you see, Arturia kind of push this large maul out towards you. This big, glistening shield manifests in front of you. The arrows just past it into you. Right into your abdomen. Rose, that is an 11 on the first hit and a
Missed.
28 on the second
Ow.
for 11 piercing damage.
Ow.
And now it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Hold on. How big is a 10-foot radius? 10-foot circle. Okay.
This big.
Mm,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because it's out from you. Okay.
No, I mean, I was just using that to like move myself around to see what I can hit in a circle.
That would be the, if you want to take this blue one. I don't even know
Okay.
if I can give you this blue one, but this is the.
Got
What are you looking at?
I'm just trying to see how many in a group I can hit with a 10-foot radius, either in this group or if I can't just do those two.
Yeah, at most 2.
At most 2. Okay. I'll just do these 2 down here then. I'm gonna throw confusion.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throws.
16 and a 17. It's really good for them, but not good enough.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
Confused.
We'll use this one. I like the scream.
Get confused, nerd.
Okay.
Nerd.
You
That. And then I'll do like a bonus action, but years. Hello?
Hello, what were you saying?
I don't know, you cut out. You were starting to say something and then it
Was
got
he?
quiet.
I
I
was
don't
just
know.
waiting. You said I'm going to use a bonus action. I was waiting.
Oh, I thought you were going to explain it first and then I was going to do it
Oh,
and I
no,
didn't want to interrupt you, but okay. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration on Aerith, because he seems
Aerith.
like he might need help.
Yeah, he's
I'm
taken
so
4 arrows.
loved.
Okay.
Try
as you-
not to get hit by more arrows.
Gather your spell and release this flash of just random colors, light, sounds in the distance, this burst of prismatic, confusing energy. Those 2 kind of like sway and raise their hand to their head and are like looking at everybody with half-closed eyes. You turn and release your bardic inspiration at Aerith. Any movement? Anything else you want to do?
It doesn't really seem to matter, I guess. How big is this rock?
It's about... You mean tall?
Yeah.
It's
Can I
probably
use
about
it for like partial
6-8
cover?
feet tall. Yeah, you could hide behind it. It's big.
Okay. I'll use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 onto this side and use it as partial cover.
Okay, got it. All right, next one is the one that was shooting at nobody. It's a 19 to hit on the first attack and a 23 on the second. I think that both
23
hits
will
you.
hit.
23 hits. Okay. It's 13 piercing as the arrow is soaring towards you. Are you going to catch it?
I already used my reaction to catch it.
Oh, you
The first
did.
one.
Okay. Then you take 13 points of piercing damage. And for confusion, do you roll the d20 or d10 or do I?
You do.
I think you roll it.
Okay. So the first one rolled a 10, so he gets his turn.
Oh man.
And as you have confused him,
Yeah,
he's going to put down his
you know.
bow and run up to you and try to attack you with his longsword.
Fuck off. You were supposed to be stuck.
What is your AC?
Right now it is a 19.
19. That is a 15 and an 18 to hit you with his
Hell
longsword.
yeah.
As he swings out once you duck down, he kind of just does this large
Fuck.
two-handed downward strike that just scrapes against the rock behind you as you twist out of the way. He grimaces
Fuck
and then
off.
kind of like twists his head sideways. That's a 6
Just
on
kick
his
him in the
save.
chin.
It does not. Next one rolled a 6, so he stands there like an idiot doing nothing.
Hell yeah.
Would I go before all the other 13 people?
You should, yes,
Okay.
definitely. So nobody.
All right. I'm attacking this one because I have
Okay.
an advantage.
Yes, you do. Well, you have sneak attack on him, but if you use your steady aim, then you'll have advantage.
No, because if they're within 5 feet of them, it also counts as advantage.
Oh.
Or is
Really?
it just sneak attack?
I don't
Hold
think
on.
so. I think it's
Okay,
just
no,
you
it's
can
just
do
normal. It's
sneak
just a
attack.
normal roll, but it counts as I can have a sneak attack because they are within 5
Yes.
feet. So
Exactly.
it's just a 19,
19 hits.
which I will take.
Better than
Okay,
nothing.
33 points of damage. As he starts to babble incoherently, shoot your arrow. This burst, the stream of water through the air into his side, kind of like twists. Ow.
And then same place.
22. Follow it up with another one, 21 points of damage. This one is he's kind of looking at you with one eye wide open, one eye kind of like half closed, like he's trying to fight off a migraine. You just make sure his head never hurts again by putting a hole in it.
Bye.
No place I could run to hide.
Nope.
You know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna hide under the same tree as this guy.
Okay.
You'll be super
Go
hidden, I'm
ahead.
sure.
Roll me stealth, I guess.
Try and find me play Ring Around the Rosie with him.
Okay.
As he stares at you from above.
I'll just be on the other side of the tree.
All right. So, Arturia, as you have released your shield spell, or the ability that you know exists within Soul Shatter to help protect, the arrows get by, kind of momentarily regret it before refocusing your mind off to the one that had fired at you. And as you do, you see two more arrows coming and twist as both of them whir past your face. Neither one hits with an 11 or a natural 1. Eodos, the next one here, is the one that was attacking you, and he fires his 2 shots. That's a 15. I cannot. And a 25 for 11 piercing. 11 piercing on the second shot as you're dodging out of the way, and he compensates. Aerith, it is your turn.
I'm going to bonus action Blade Song.
Okay.
So I can get some more AC.
All right.
These guys are ground level, right?
Yeah, everybody's on the ground. These trees are tall, but they don't seem as big or large enough to have like stands in them like the blinds.
Is this guy just right here, or?
Oh yeah, they
Okay.
they got off centered. That was my bad.
I'm gonna
Living between the lines.
Radiant Blade him. Radiant Soul as well. Wait, is it Radiant Soul? Sorry. Oh yeah, no, it is Radiant. Oh, sorry. I can't make up my mind. So okay, so my first attack, I'm going to Radiant Blade.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Nice.
it broke. Hold on.
Oh no.
It was only the
it's a
damage. It was only the
4.
damage. The damage just, yeah, I know. It's a 4.
Yeah, you still didn't hit. But...
I know I didn't.
Oh yeah, because you swing with Dex.
Yeah, I swing with Dex now, not intelligence.
You lunge out with the Radiant Dark, and he kind of parries it out of the way as he draws his own longsword from his waist, discarding his bow to the ground. Anything else you want to do?
Extra attack. I'm gonna swing with the Radiant Dark without a
Go for it.
cantrip.
Believe you.
Move those just in case. Nope.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm
Even
rolling fire.
As you retake your stance and go for another lunge, he again twists the large blade that he's carrying and deflects the attack again, preparing for his own counter-strike. Anything else you want to do?
That'll be it.
Okay,
I missed the intelligence already.
yeah, right. Say 25 on the first attack to hit nobody. And you do have your reaction back if you want to try to catch that arrow.
He hits nobody,
yes.
so he misses.
Like I wasn't prepared for that pun.
All right.
It
I
is
need to roll
11
again?
damage. No. So you don't need to roll. You are able to catch the arrow out of the air. Are you using your key point to shoot it
just-
back?
Nah, drop it in.
Okay,
saving.
drop the arrow.
I don't have many of them. I have to save them.
No damage.
Yeah.
Eonos, it's your turn.
We're level 3 monk.
Man, just gonna step up and swing on this fool, or
Okay.
attempt to. Might be farming up some charges. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, not today, though.
Pretty good
24 is
roll.
going to connect. Oh my god. Just angrily
Just murder him in
you
one go.
stride up, and with a flick of your wrist, this massive 10-foot blade cuts through him and the tree behind. He is bisected across the waist and slides in like 2 pieces apart as the tree behind him does the same.
Hell yeah.
That man dead.
I get right here, and I guess I'll just. Not really anything I can do. He's out of range, and I've already used Booming Blade, so guess that's it for this turn. He
Okay.
wins this round.
5 feet away.
You can live one more round, sir.
Arturia, it is your turn. Ooh, I never rolled another. That's 12.
Nope.
Yeah, just gonna.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Yeah.
All right. 19. Stride up, centering your, or leveling your weapon in your hand with a wide sweep into his chest. You feel the radiant power of the Soul Shatter just what was the right word?
Bonk.
Like echo through him as it just pulses. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
Okay. Anything on a bonus action?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
I have holes in me.
Which one of the two of you? Because now that you're
Yeah.
here, they're gonna go for. Actually, he can just run up here. He doesn't even need to be flanking to get advantage. Pack tactics.
That's not how that works.
I'm calling
As-
it again. He's cheating.
Yeah.
As the one to your left
Keep
runs up, dropping his bow and drawing his longsword, he does 2 heavy strikes against you, Arturia. It's a 27 and a 25 to hit.
Fuck. All right.
All right, it's 22 slashing damage from the 2 attacks. From that one, this one, ooh, he can't. Oh no, he could technically 15. 25. No, he can get to here. Can't get close enough. Okay, so then he's gonna go for Rose, because these guys are going to forego their bows now that their ambush is done, and rush the enemy. It's a 22 to hit on the first attack and a natural 20 on the second attack.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Also, like how you marked it so Aurora will remember he's got a D2.
I'm trying.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
forgot.
You're good. You could have used
you would have had to roll
it.
pretty well.
I know.
It's
Wait a minute.
possible though.
Am I 30 feet?
From
Yeah, that's
Rose.
what I was looking. I think you're a little bit too far. Like 5 feet too far.
Yeah, you're 5 feet away.
Right? Alright.
Yeah.
Just convinced I gotta shove you real quick as a reaction.
Anything for a reaction? Anything you want to do to try?
Not yet.
Okay. He
Schultz is
levels his blade and slashes once across you. You kind of like step back to try to get out of the range while reaching for your chakram to cast your next spell. And as you do, your foot hits a rock and you tumble. He connects with the blade, which the force of which keeps you on your feet, but you kind of like stagger forward. And as he drives the sword into your abdomen, you take a total of 26 points of slashing damage.
It could have been worse. This is
And it is
mine
now
now.
your turn.
It's in my body. It belongs
He
to me.
tears the blade from you. And it
No.
is now your turn.
Rude. I said it was mine. Going to hit him. Saying that, I'm gonna hit him with a third level Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Third level Dissonant Whispers. That is a
Fuck
15
away
on
from
the
me.
save.
So 13 because shitty rolls.
He runs.
But he has
Severin's
to
gonna
go
have to
the
start
fuck
doing
away.
like wisdom saving throw proficiency against you guys. Train his boys because man, they don't have it. I mean, you don't really have a melee weapon. You could try to smack him as he
No.
leaves using a reaction.
Nah,
But
I'm good.
okay.
I might need that.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Next one is the one next to nobody. He doesn't have advantage because he doesn't have a friend nearby. But
Yet.
Well, does he see
Lame.
me? Did I hide successfully from
he
him?
can see you. You're right
You're
around the
right
tree
there.
from him. He like
oh, where did I go?
you like came into this very stealthy blending into a position, and you feel him push off from the tree and go, "You fool!" And he strikes down, and as he does, you just sort of twist, and you hear the blade scrape against the tree with a 12 to
No,
hit on
you-
the first attack. He then lunges forward with his second attack with a 21 to hit,
That was
9 slashing damage.
damn. I tried.
Like
Like running around
We've
the
all,
fuzzy
we've all been
tree.
there. We've
Yeah.
all been there. I feel for you, dog.
Yeah, there were cultists that lost track of you, that didn't see where you went. He was in the same tree as you, so he
No,
saw
I
you.
got that. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. Let's see. Not a D210. That's a D. That's a 4. So he stands there doing nothing. Doing great. Yeah, 2 to 6. Doesn't take actions or movement. He just sort of like sways. You hear a grunt of like frustration,
I guess I
and
should
then
make.
nothing else.
Actually, hold on. I gotta make con saves.
Oh, that's true. Is it concentration?
How many? 2 or 3? It is concentration.
What are you down?
I took like 2 before. I can't remember if I took 1.
Give me two,
I think
me
3.
three
So let me
DC
do 3.
10s. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not gonna be.
Well, you say that.
Oh no. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Wow.
So he can actually go. That was really something.
Okay. Rewind that for a
Jesus.
second. He is going to
Yeah.
rush at you angrily.
Oh boy. This is bad.
That is 23 points of slashing damage with a 19 and a 22 to hit.
I'm gonna No. Uh, 20. You said 23.
23.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use actually a shield for that out of my ring.
Okay, so as you see him rushing forward, you activate the shield spell that you had stored there. I think Taz stored that there for you, right?
Emmeline put them in there.
Emmeline, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have
As you
2, and I used 1.
release, you deflect both strikes from the longsword, and this arcane barrier kind of like manifests itself,
Fucking
just
hell.
twisting around you, ready to defend. Nobody, it is your
Get out of my
turn.
face.
All right. Is this the one I have? Am I hidden from him? Or can he see me as well?
He seems to be distracted with Rose right now. Mechanically speaking, he does know where you are,
Okay.
so it wouldn't be advantage. But you do have sneak attack from Rose being right there. You do also have disadvantage because you have somebody within 5 feet of you, unless you have.
Okay. Bonus action disengage.
Okay, bonus action disengage, step
Move
out of
there.
range. Okay.
I'll shoot him.
Okay. There you go. Now it's just a straight shot.
Nice.
Ooh.
We are on fire tonight, y'all.
Right? Doing great.
21 hits. Hey, at least
I
you're
mean-
getting them out of the way here.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's still an assassin. Well, sneak attack
19.
technically. Not a lot of damage, but I'll
You
take
do
it.
get sneak attack. Oh, you did have sneak attack in there. Okay.
That,
Okay.
yeah.
Four.
I do a lot of damage.
He
19.
just has a little
Sometimes you
bit of
do.
sneak attack right now. That's the only
Yeah.
thing.
Just a little bit.
As the cultist that was in melee with you draws his sword back for another strike, you twist, stepping out from the trees, kind of snapping a branch back into his face in order to distract him long enough to step out of his range. Running across, you step through this puddle, drawing your 2 water arrows. You release one just kind of into the grass behind him. The second one does hit. He is still up though. And I think that is anything on your bonus action.
I used that to disengage.
Oh, that's right, you did. Okay. Let's see. 3, 1, 2. Ooh. Wisdom check. Okay. He's gonna go after the one he has advantage on. So it's 27 and a 25 on Arturia as you stand harried by these 2 cultists, your hammer kind of swinging back and forth between the 2 of them. Are you gonna anything to help yourself?
Wait, what?
You've taken 2 attacks with a 27 to hit and a 25 to hit.
God
And you
damn
guys-
it, again?
Yeah, because they have
RPG?
advantage on you, and they're gonna seize that opportunity.
Well, I mean, I can't. Well, a shield would be pointless because it still matches my AC. So I really can't do anything.
That's true.
Just, God damn it, again?
You take 26 points of slashing damage as he once again moves in for this this harrying they're using their longswords two-handed, and he's kind of like plunging it forward, and as he gets right there and cuts against your arm, he twists and moves to like a horizontal strike, dragging the blade across your chest. It definitely, they've had training. They know what they're doing. Next one was dead. Aerith, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Get advantage myself.
Yeah, we're starting up the conga line, I see.
So I'm going to Radiant Blade.
Yep.
The damage keeps just going back to 1.
There you go.
I know.
There you go.
You
That
did
does
it.
hit.
So this is with Radiant Blade as well as Radiant Soul, which adds an additional 2 since I'm dealing radiant damage through a spell.
Okay. So 15.
Powerful
or- nope,
piercing.
that is
Powerful
that is what
piercing.
it is. 19 damage. Okay. You, in like a circular motion, move around him, and while you do, cast your spell, hold your radiant dark up in front of your face, and lunge forward, piercing through his shoulder and releasing the radiant burst of energy. He is still on his feet, but he does look like he's unhappy right now.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Hit him again. You withdraw your blade and strike it once down across his back. Go ahead, roll me damage. 22 would definitely hit.
Hold on. The truth, Bahamut's truth, that's when I deal damage, isn't it?
Yes, yep. When you deal damage, you can choose to use that.
I'll save it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Boop.
8. Got it. He
Jesus.
is still on his feet.
1 and a 2.
You swing down, releasing the energy and power from within this very beautiful weapon that you had found in a random, like, small shop in Lintier, just sitting there. Crack. He lunges forward, almost looks like he's gonna go down. His feet plant beneath him, and he kind of raises his sword and looks over his shoulders at you. Anything else on your turn?
I don't know if I have anything else. I can Misty Step, but that'll...
Leave.
I will Spirit Shroud because I can do that. Actually, no.
Okay.
I'll save my spells. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll
All
at least
right,
try to
that is
save
your
my
turn.
spells. That'll be my turn.
On this one's turn, he runs out from the cover that he was in, still wielding his longbow, releases 2 shots at nobody. A 15 to hit on the first one, misses. A 22 on the second. Are you using a reaction?
Yes, I would like to catch the arrow.
Okay, it was 10 damage, so you can catch the arrow, no problem. You hear the padding of his boots against the mud and grass and just the terrain around you. And as you look over, see the arrow whirring through the air and just with 2 fingers catch it. And are you just dropping it?
Yeah, I'm just dropping it.
Cool. That's his turn.
Rose is like, man, you gotta teach me how to do that.
Theodos, it's your turn. You could get gloves of missile snaring, and then you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just grab them and chuck them. I'm gonna try to help out here. I'm not booming blading this guy because
Okay.
hopefully he's hurt enough.
He
I mean, I
looks
could always
really messed
do it.
up. Yeah.
I think you can one shot if you just hit them.
12 misses,
Probably.
unfortunately.
If you can hit.
Yeah. I think that's usually how it goes. Let's try round 2. This one is gonna have booming blade because it's got to be an action to do it. So if I kill him, I can't throw it on the
fair.
bonus.
Oh no.
Oh.
You step into position and slash out, and as you do, he kind of like staggers off to one side, succumbing to the pain of the wounds that he's already taken, and you miss. And as he looks at you, you pull the blade back and lunge forward as he twists out of the way. Again, nothing but air.
All right, and that's my turn.
It's your turn. Arturia, it is your turn.
Arturia is mad.
Fuck them up.
Fuck him up. 23. Yeah, that does hit. Definitely hit. The one between you and yeah, because of advantage. He has 1 hit point, so as he's like twisting back, you see his whole body kind of arch to get out of the way of Eodos's the lunge from the Fate Render, and as you see the black blade twist back with a downward strike right into the center of his sternum, you feel the bones crunch. There's a audible, like, it's almost like a popping sound of his lungs bursting in his chest, and he into the dirt. He did.
Well then.
Hell yeah.
Bonus action, healing word.
Okay.
On yourself?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Well, as you healing word, seeing what you just did to his friend, he doesn't have advantage anymore, but that's still a 22 and an 18. I think the 22 hits.
Shield reaction.
Okay. As you're casting your healing spell, you see the attack coming from your left,
You're
and
like,
using Soul Shatter, release the shield spell from it. The arcane barrier, divine barrier, technically as it is in this case, manifests around you and deflects the attack. That is his turn. Can this one get into melee? Yeah, he can. He's going to forego his bow and run at nobody. It's a 24 and a 27 to hit you.
Those
Jesus.
are both hits.
For 24 damage total. As he runs up, you attempt to like block, parry or parry the flat edge of the blade with the bow, knowing how to do it without damaging your bow at all. But unfortunately, he manages to get through your defenses. Rose, it is your turn.
oh, ow.
Everything hurts.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna just a single charge, summon Chakram
Okay. You
and
activate your
try to
chakram.
punch the guy in
And
front of me with it.
are you using your laughing face or your crying face?
We're kind of not too happy at the moment, I suppose.
So,
So-
crying?
I guess Bane.
Okay. There's only 3 that are closest enough to you, but as you
Yeah.
draw
The-
the
Not
weeping,
upcast, so I think I can only get 3 anyways.
yeah, kind of tearful, sorrowful face, you see these magical tendrils kind of reach out into the ether and into, I think Bane just happens, right? There's no save.
There might be.
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma save, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. One of them does resist.
Damn
You
you.
see, this one over here, the Bane doesn't take root, but the other 2 closest to you are now Bane.
Alright. And then attack.
This one. Yeah, that does hit.
28 for
28.
7 necrotic damage.
Okay. All right.
And then my action, I'm also going to viciously mock him.
Okay. Wisdom save. That is a 19 on the wisdom save.
What's your
Unfortunately.
punchline?
He doesn't hear it. Unfortunately, as you slash out, regardless of what your vicious mockery was, it seems to fall on deaf ears as he's kind of just staggering back from the bane that just actually no, he's baned. So that even if he rolls a
He does
1,
have a
that still
negative.
hits because he rolled a 19 and 19 is your save.
Yes.
So yeah,
He does.
7 damage. He does take the damage from it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I don't have a punchline. I need to look up more things to do for vicious mockery. I don't use it enough.
Okay. One,
Just
two.
feel like your mother was a whore.
He'd probably
You
just
look
agree with you.
ugly in those clothes that were tailor made just for you.
Okay, well, that happened.
Don't.
All right, so as this one runs out from the tree, the one that you disengaged from, whapping in the face with the branch, he levels his bow at you and fires once with a natural 20.
Catch it?
For, I mean, you
I don't
can
think
technically. It's just
I'm
damage.
pretty sure I've already used my reaction.
I think so.
Yeah, you have. So
Yeah,
the natural
it's
20
not
dealt.
pretty.
Yeah, you guys are more
No,
than 30 feet.
still too far away.
Well, the 20 dealt 9 damage because I rolled absolutely amazing
That's not
on
bad.
the critical hit. The 22 to hit that still hit dealt 11 damage. So the normal attack actually dealt more than the critical.
So
I
minus
love
20 total.
that.
Minus 20 total, yes.
I'm in a great spot. How
Right?
you doing, Rose? Probably
Nah,
does
yeah,
not.
yeah, probably about the same, if not maybe a little bit better. I'm not sure,
That
but
is
not
a
great.
14 and a 16 to hit you, Rose.
Miss.
Minus,
Actually, just
actually,
fine.
yeah,
Both of those miss, and they'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
minus d4s.
Be 12 and 14 actually because of Bane. As
Oh
he is
yeah.
like hearing this sobbing, mocking, depressed voice in the back of his mind. You could see his face contorting in like panic, fear, desperation. He swings out, miss, terror, fear of death, knowing what's coming. He swings out again, miss. Nobody, it's your turn.
All right, this is a no bueno spot for me. So, fighting spirit and action surge.
Okay.
And I'm dropping my bow to draw the katana.
Okay. Well, as you guys can switch weapons as a free action, so you can actually sheath your bow. You don't have to have it in the same square and draw your katana in one turn.
Okay.
And I'd say at this point, as he's like running at you, the motion happens instinctually for nobody. Being in melee and kind of up against the trees here, seeing the battle unfolding, as your turn starts, your katana is in your hand.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, both of those hit.
Wow. Wow.
28 points of damage. Yep. Okay.
Splash slash. Or is it splash splash?
Que no los
So
dos.
Rose,
All right.
you while dealing with your own enemy here, you saw nobody kind of flip. You make a action
The
surge.
action
That's
surge.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
roll. Let's do this.
Okay. Hold on.
Seems unnecessary, but
The first three.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. So the first one would be a 29. The second's a 23. Got it. Both those do hit. Yeah. All right. So you see as he, in one fluid motion, kind of flicks his left hand, the bow like rolls up his arm and over his shoulder, and while that's happening, he reaches down towards the gourd, grasps at the stopper of it. This gout of water courses out, manifests into a handle, and he draws it in a sweeping motion that cuts into the enemy that's approaching him with the 14 to hit. This large katana made of solidified crystalline water. And as he goes into this flurry of well-placed strikes, he makes very short work. It's actually the 12 to hit. The third attack actually kills him. You could get the fourth attack in on the other one.
Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. I forgot how little damage it actually does. But
Okay.
I mean, that's enough.
And then 16 on that one. You watch as in a flurry of attacks, the drawing motion followed up by two strikes, he kicks back and like almost like a fish swimming through the air, twists and takes the head off of the one that has been harrying you because he only had 14 hit points left.
All right.
run, Rose.
Bye.
Yeah, then I would keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Aerith, you saw very little of that because you guys are pretty far away. What would you like to do?
Meow.
It's like Robert never left us. I'll never escape the Wombo combo.
Probably
Radiant
not.
Blade on this mofo's face.
At least the damage is more manageable.
God damn it.
14, no, unfortunately does not hit. And yes, it is.
Normal.
No great
hit.
weapon master.
Aaron.
A 14's worth it to try.
Use your goddamn T10.
17 hits.
Okay. I mean, can I still use the D10 for the 14? See if that changes.
I'll let you use the. You've
Okay.
had the D10 since the first round.
And if
I'll
it
let you
fails, you still keep it. Fucking use it.
15 misses.
Keep it.
But you still keep it. You live to forget you have it another day.
Yeah, right.
But 17 does hit.
Okay.
As you You move into position,
That is
flanking with
much
artillery.
better damage.
You hear Rose's voice encouraging you in the back of your mind, and you lunge out, and you miss, and that encouragement turns into just disappointment. But that actually, that's what you're kind of used to. That motivates you to actually do better, and you swing down and manage to hit
You
the cultist
actually
between the
hit.
two of them.
Oh God.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I guess I'll just slide on over here to give Eidos advantage.
Okay.
Edge.
You got this,
Whoops.
Rose.
Yeah, I'll be fine, I'm sure.
I took out 2 of them just for you.
15, 20,
Uh-huh.
30. He's gonna run it. He has 30 feet of movement. He can get there.
Great.
Oh my god. 2 15s to hit.
Hell yeah,
Hey.
dude.
As you're
Now.
shouting over your shoulder, you see him coming at you. This downward strike, you raise the chakram, this dark black hole of twisting energy in your hand, and deflect the sword strike mid-air. And absolutely gobsmacked by what you just did, you stagger backwards
Stop
and manage to
it.
dodge the second attack as well. Eidos, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'll just scooch on in and try to help out,
All right.
or potentially get more charges. You know,
Whichever
It's a
works.
win-win either way. 24 hits. Oh, I don't know why I even look. It's just I see the numbers and I'm like, okay, he has to hit a 35. 35 is the magic number. He almost did that with his base slashing damage.
Yep.
Just max damage on the base fate render.
Fine.
Oh my god. Yeah, as you kind of move through the shadows of these trees, the fate render almost disappears from view. It's just kind of blending into the darkness here, and you twist. There's a snap. You feel it cut through something, and then branches hit the ground. And then the cultist, Aerith, you see it. This well of blood straight down from the tip of his forehead to his groin as he just bisected straight down the middle.
gross.
Well,
He
that's
dead.
pleasant.
You know, you keep killing them all too fast. Now you don't get to use all your attacks. What would you like to do?
I guess just go ahead and rip his soul out of his body.
Hey.
Feel so
NBD.
You
alive.
see as wisps of like blackish teal smoke coalesce out of the two halves that are lying. Like you look down and you can almost see one half of it still beating gently as the heart hasn't really even given up, as the spirit of this cultist manifests itself in front of you. Where is allies? I thought it was no, it's under pets.
Figure we go ahead and get it just in case it somehow makes it to the dragon fight, so it's at least one more body we have.
All right. And anything on your bonus action?
Nope, that's it.
That's it. Arturia, it is your turn. The target-rich environment has been quelled.
He used to go before me next round if we get through one more.
30.
Oh, hi.
Hi, yes, dear, I got you. Well, first of all, fuck this guy in front of Rose. I'm just gonna get my screen together. Uh-oh, there's not a button on my front screen.
Hold his brain.
That is an 11, so it is 2d or 3d8 damage. He has not taken damage yet. He has taken damage now.
Now
Now
Alright.
he has.
As you jog up over towards Rose, reaching out and ripping at those threads of connection between the soul and the body, you kind of coalesce that power of life itself and speak your healing word, and using that own energy, redirect it into Rose, and Rose, you get 7 hit points back.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else you want to do, Arturia?
No.
Okay, that one's dead. That one's dead. Rose, it's your turn.
Just gonna try to hit him again.
Okay. That 23 hits.
11 necrotic.
11 necrotic. Okay. Cut across him, leaving this kind of almost like petrifying, necrotizing wound across his clavicle. That was your bonus action. What on your action?
Action. Just another mission. More cantrips.
More cantrips. That's fair. That is a 14 on his save, minus... Doesn't even need to. Actually, no. The Baned ones
The
are
Bane ones are dead.
dead. It's true. Okay.
Unfortunately.
8 damage. He is still up, but he is not happy about it. Anything else?
Well, neither am I. So we're in this together.
Yeah, it's gonna
Nope.
get worse.
Hey, you wait your turn.
Is a 25 and a 24 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Shield.
Shield.
Will not
What's-
help.
What's your AC, Rose?
19.
19. Yeah,
so
so
it'll go up
shield
to
would-
24.
I will,
Good
yeah,
hit.
I would say just so that you don't use any of the charges or anything, it wouldn't help in this case.
Ah,
A valiant effort, anyway.
It was. If only
Right.
they weren't rolling so well. You take 28 points of slashing damage from the 2 attacks.
No.
Yeah.
At least they don't have sneak attack, and that is his turn.
There is
Nobody.
that, I suppose.
It is your turn.
And I draw my bow again.
Yes, yeah. You release your hand, and the water rushes back into the gourd. And as you do, in this same like fluid motion, this muscle memory that you don't even think about, the bow is back in your left hand.
Awesome. What is going on? There we go.
Yeah, that'll hit. Which one are you shooting?
Let's do this one.
Got it.
Need to put on sneak attack because
All right.
they are right
Sneak.
next.
Oh, yes.
23. That'll do it. Okay. As you re-equip your bow and draw your first arrow, level it and release right after Rose's chakram has cut through him. The vicious mockery sending him staggering backwards and directly into your arrow. 29 also hits. While he is still taking that impact, you draw a second arrow fired at the one remaining cultist, the one who has survived, and you deal the first bit of
No.
damage he's taken.
No. What's a
But yeah,
beach?
anything else you want to do?
Yep. I'm going to bonus action dodge, well dash, sorry, and just move
Okay.
right there.
Okay, alrighty. Then Aerith, it's your turn.
This is as far as I can get.
Yeah,
I
tracks.
believe. You're just gonna keep moving the D10.
Yes. Until
How many
it's
feet of
used
movement do you have?
satisfaction.
Currently 40.
You have 10 more feet.
I have 10 more?
Yeah, every other diagonal is 5 feet.
Okay. So I will boop him with Radiant Dark.
Okay.
Radiant Blade
Awesome.
cantrip.
Okay.
I don't have an advantage. Turn off advantage. I'm
15
gonna
does not hit,
roll the
but
D10.
D10.
What the
Nice.
16 does not hit.
fuck?
You still keep
You
it.
still keep it.
Again.
This is torture, man.
You're doing great.
I know.
That's 2 1s on a D10.
I'm gonna
Yeah, right.
swing Radiant Dark normally.
Okay. another swing. A
Oh
12.
my
Go ahead, roll another
God.
d10.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
God!
As
That's
as the
better.
mocking in the back of your mind is just getting to be too much. Like you're starting to hear like family voices and things, and you're like, no, 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 no. And you focus and you just listen to that very first bit of I believe in you that Rose had put in there. That very first bit of confidence and inspiration. You focus on that and blank out all the other voices, and you do manage to hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
I'm going to add the bomb artifact onto it.
Okay.
I'm only doing one charge.
Yep, go for it.
Oh my God.
Woo.
14.
Oh my
Your
God,
damage
look at those.
broke again.
Oh, the damage broke.
You did roll a lot of ones, but
I
your
Yeah,
did.
the
your
Let
damage.
me
damage broke
just.
So
again.
4 plus.
18 total.
Yeah.
So
All
there
right.
you go.
So
3
as
more.
you see like the
It's
frustration on
lightning.
Eris' voice or face, he lunges forward, and as he does, the silver kind of like arm wraps that have attached himself flash with energy that courses through the weapon and into the cultist as he makes contact. He kind of bursts, his eyes flashing with this radiant light, and it all washes over all of you, or Rose and Nobody and Aerith, but it doesn't harm you. It almost feels comforting, gentle, like a warm breeze.
Well, there you go.
Anything else you want to do, Aerith?
I don't think there is anything else I can do.
Spectre looks towards
Spectre.
Eodos in a command me.
Well, unfortunately, he can't quite reach. I guess just put him right here for me.
All right. He drifts off towards the one remaining cultist to join the fray. What are you doing, Eodos?
Uh, guess I'll just 15. Get right here and fire. Can't get it right, so I'll just fire 3 Eldritch Blast at that boy real quick.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
And that one, a 2.
Hey, the 25 hits.
You
So
mean
that's
20?
solid for 6 force damage. Okay.
Please just kill this last cultist.
He's still on his feet.
Before he kills me.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Eodos?
Nope, that's it.
Arturia, it is your turn. This one cultist is kind of like looking around in every direction like a cornered animal, just like and he'll parry an attack or take a hit and roar. 22 hits. Roll me
Just
damage.
die. It's in your best interest.
16. That does it. Arturia. How do you want to do this?
Yeah. Get him.
Oh,
I'm
he's
just
still
gonna
living?
like I'm
No.
gonna spin my hammer around and like with like the hammer again. I'm gonna like smack him like in both of his shins and make him like
Break his knees.
like yeah, pretty much like snap both of his shins with the handle and then just
Okay.
come like spin it back around and just full strength just come down with it. Hit him
Okay.
with the fan hammer from this
So
life.
as he's looking between Aerith and Nobody, who just showed up and is now joining in on this fight, he twists back over to you just to see you kind of ducking down, and as he looks down, he doesn't have time to get out of the way, and the handle of your hammer just right his feet out from under him. One fluid motion, another downward strike straight into the sternum. The force of the blow slamming him into the dirt and putting this small indentation in the earth beneath him. That man is very much dead. You all are now out of combat.
Ow.
You know, it's much easier when I'm like 300 feet away.
You mean when you're at range for a ranger? I imagine so, yeah.
I'm not a ranger.
In the sense that you attack at range.
Do we have 10 minutes to spare?
Yes, we got
Please.
plenty of time, I'm sure.
It's,
Rose just kind of like sits down against this rock.
it's about mid-morning. You guys got plenty of time. I am going to
Oh, thank
go
God.
use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back.
You guys doing it
11.
over here? You look like you had a really rough time.
It was fine. I just caught most of their swords and arrows with my face, as you do.
It's one
As
way to
one
do it.
does.
Yeah.
Turns out cloth armor is not good at deflecting blades.
That's what the tattoo's for.
Yay.
That also didn't help.
No, not really.
Do
It's
we
a
have
short
time to
rest.
just... Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe we sit for a little while. So, short rest? Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Please.
down for that.
He'll wait. It'll be fine.
Short rest.
Do we want to do it like right here, or did we want to do it somewhere else?
Probably go out into the woods a bit. Away from the
Okay.
main trail.
Closer to our location, probably.
Are you guys
Probably.
going to do any sort of like, are you guys going to have anyone on lookout, or is everyone just going to be resting? Like, which is the plan?
Who does not need a rest?
I mean, I definitely do.
I think I
Like,
got hit the least, and I used literally no resources.
I mean, you
Alright,
get
that
your
sounds like you're on
resources
lookout
back
then.
on a short rest, don't you?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I used none of them, so like, even if I don't, if it sounds like Ken said Artoria wanted to take a quick 10 minute, that sounds like he wants to ritual cast something. So like, I think I'll
Yeah,
be
he did.
just
prayer.
from there. I'll be good. So
Yeah, he will be, because he did 11 points for prayer of healing.
yep,
Which, looking
and
at
that was the exact amount of damage I took that entire fight. So I'm back at
Hell
full.
yeah.
So I just chill.
okay,
So
So
you're fine.
so cop a squad on this rock and just keep a lookout for everybody.
cool.
Mm.
All right,
And I guess we'll just, like,
well then,
chillax over here in the trees.
perfect. So go ahead, roll me a perception
We'll
check,
see.
Eidos. And
Kind of push this body out of the way so it's not in
And,
our resting
I'll,
spot.
I'll tell the specter to just kind of float around, keep a watch on the perimeter.
sounds good. Go ahead, roll one for him as well. Character sheet for him.
Roll. Okay, there one.
Powerful. Powerful.
Hey, 16. All right.
He's a good
Got
boy.
it. All right. So as you guys kind of head off into this little nook off of the road where you can still see, 30 or so feet from the road, you sit down and begin bandaging wounds and, snacking, discussing plans for the rest of the day, focusing or meditating to recover resources. You don't hear anything beyond the normal sounds of the forest. Your specter doesn't see anything, and
I love that.
you guys are not bothered at all during your short rest and are able to get the full effects without anybody interrupting you.
17.
God, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
use so many hit die.
god.
Ouch.
Man,
Yes. Give me your hit dice.
I swear, if I have to use all of them.
Yeah, right. I'm getting there. Whoop,
You
that's
guys
not what I wanted.
took a
Wrong button.
beating.
Jesus.
Man, that was close, Rose.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, part of me was excited, part of me not.
Yeah, I could hear it. It's thrilling
Yeah,
getting the
that's
shit kicked out of
good
you.
enough.
Whoopsie.
Just a little bit.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yep,
I've
I
got
used
2
all
left.
but one. I have one left.
Yep. Feel it.
Okay.
Alright,
Fine.
let's Karen power walk to,
How long does temporary hit points last?
Until used. They
Oh,
just
cool. I got
exist. Yeah.
5 temporary hit points then.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. You just can only ever have one source of temp hit points.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They also, I think they go down first before it eats into your
They
actual
should,
HP.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if they were from before the fight, it would have chunked through those first.
It was after I did Fighting Spirit, because I get it from Fighting Spirit. And I didn't take any damage after that.
No, you
Okay.
didn't.
So
I'm
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Your hour-long rest concludes. You are feeling
Better.
more fighting fit. It still hurts, but you're used to the kind of like low-key ache of combat-heavy days.
Rose
Soldier your
doesn't
energy
usually
in.
take that much damage, but it's fine.
Who is going to continue leading? Aerith?
Me.
Okay, go ahead and roll me survival with advantage with Feathers, who, while you were taking your short rest, kind of like fluttered down from the tree canopy and just sort of landed on your shoulder and just looked at you and looked back.
Hmm.
Because he was out. He was here the whole time.
God.
He was just
Oh
up in the
my
canopy.
God.
Like,
Okay.
you got this.
Nice.
Okay. All right, I need to get some things ready. No,
Not another ambush.
All the ambush.
Ambush.
you you guys all continue through the forest, but at a certain point, Aerith, you decide that it's best to kind of get off the beaten trail, as things moving around these woods mostly are probably going to use those. So kind of take everybody off into the woods, still heading in this generally westwardly direction. Now, from when you went with Feathers that this was about 4 hours or so that Naren Vane was walking after leaving um, Lintier. So you guys are in for a pretty long hike. However, after about 5 hours, you're not recognizing a lot of the places. You're kind of like looking around. Actually, it wouldn't even be after 5 hours. Let's say after about 3. You didn't. There were a few key like milestones that you remember seeing. A wide river, with big rocks that looked like a face in it that you could see from the air from Feather's point of view. And with Feathers helping you, you're kind of like scratching your head, and both of you are like, no, we're not in the right place. So roll me another survival check for
Damn it,
the
Aaron. Hold on.
next
Bardic
leg of this journey.
inspiration.
Am I rolling it with
Please.
advantage?
Yeah, because you still have Feathers helping
And a
you.
D10.
And a D10.
Please don't get us lost for 5 hours. Thank you. You don't even need it. You've got
I
it for
know.
10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So
my
as
God.
you kind of like look at things, you're like, okay, well, I hear water in the distance, but we were just there, and I know that's not the right river, but all water flows from a source. So let's just try to use this river. And after walking along the river for about an hour, you do come across the face rock, and you even kind of point it out. The rest of you kind of see it.
It's a
It
face.
probably looked more like a face from the sky.
Eh, if you squint, I guess.
But having gotten yourself back onto track, onto like this planned course, you lead everyone across the river, using myriad of skills and abilities available to level 12 adventurers. Crossing a river isn't really something I'm concerned with.
Fall in and die.
And continue heading west. At around dusk, everybody roll me a perception check.
Not an advantage. Oh my god.
Okay.
Save some
Where
of
were
those 20.
you? I know, I was just like, where were you when we were fighting?
They're not going to be there when we fight again.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So as you guys continue heading west, Aerith and Nobody, you can see in the distance this large mountain top where like the trees just sort of keep going up, and there's a bit of a tree line with a bit of like a snowy cap at the top of this large mountain. And Aerith, you would recognize this as the mountain that the waterfall was on the edge of the perimeter of. So you know you're heading in the right direction. You have this kind of like uh milestone to lead yourself towards.
Mhm.
The other thing that the two of you do notice, who didn't Arturia. Where's Arturia's perception? The Spectre is
Perception.
Oh, I'm sorry.
very much not keeping his eyes open. He's been here before. Okay.
He doesn't care.
Well, you all
He's
can
chilling.
see it because you all actually rolled well enough.
Pretty
And I'd
well.
say with the rolls, as you guys continue to head west, the foliage here is getting thicker and thicker. And you're starting to notice strange plants growing almost like invasively in the forest. Vines like plunged up out of the ground where it looks roughly, torn apart and wrapping themselves around these massive redwoods that it's almost like it's choking them. With these very beautiful colored flowers just blossoming all along it. It's gorgeous, but also a little unsettling. And there's just something scary about it. With
I
that high of a
mean,
perception,
we've
Uh-oh.
seen
Aerith,
this before, right?
Aerith and Nobody. Aerith, you recognize this. You've been near a green dragon's lair before. You've
Hmm.
seen what happens to you saw what happened to
PTSD.
the green woods, the green fields, and it does kind of like the colors, the vibrancy, it does bring you back just a little bit and kind of set you on your heels. Nobody, as you're walking through, you're looking around and there's an instinct to vanish into the brush and proceed as carefully and quietly as you possibly can. This drive to no longer move about as though you're safe. You're not quite sure what it is about what you're seeing, but the lizard brain in the back of your mind is saying, "Danger, Will Robinson, danger."
Animal brain go burr.
I found my name, Will Robinson.
No, you never know. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, everybody here would recognize with that high of a perception, you all recognize the signs
Yeah.
for various
Hey,
reasons that
at
you're
least we're in the
heading
right
towards the
place.
green dragon's lair. Yeah.
There's
How would you
that.
proceed?
Do we want to be stealthy? Because I can make us stealthy.
Can throw a
Good.
fireball inside.
Well, you haven't. You're
Very
basically
stealthy.
like you're still moving through the woods, but as you're moving through the woods around you are getting thicker. But it's not like the trees are becoming denser. It's like new growth has implanted itself here. It's like something is now overrun. Like the underbrush, the vines, these beautiful flowers, these odd smells and weird fruits. None of them look natural to the rest of the forest that you guys have been in.
I say we take it stealthy from here. Is everyone in agreement on that?
Sure.
Yeah, as stealthy as we can be.
Why not?
Okay, I'm
They
gonna.
probably know the second somebody came into their lair anyways, but we could
Probably.
try.
All right, I'm gonna use shadow arts to mimic pass without trace.
Okay. So let's see. How, because even you wouldn't really necessarily know.
Or do you not want me to be able to do those?
No. You absolutely can. I'm trying to think of the narrative, like how it's gonna look, given what I know about Nanashi. Nobody.
Gotcha.
We turn into water and Rose vanishes.
As you guys approach, nobody stops you and informs you of his ability here to help mask you. And as you all nod and agree to proceed
Just rub
carefully
her.
blood on all of you.
from here on out, there's like it's like a frequency. It's like almost something that you could hear, but you don't hear it. It's like this vibrations through the air, like this kind of like rippling that just sort of like off of him like a stone into a pond, like ripples through the world around you. And as it ripples out, you feel all of them, and then they just stop. And the noise that you were making becomes, it's almost like being underwater. It's just, it's not hard to hear each other, but you can tell that something is muffling the sounds you make and obscuring you.
Interesting. I'll take it.
All right, everybody go ahead, roll me stealth and add 10.
Hell yeah.
Boy. Do I still have the D10? Oh no.
You technically,
No, that is
14,
not
14,
10 minutes
baby.
ago.
Ooh, 14.
16.
16.
22.
17.
Okay.
31.
31.
31.
God. I mean, you technically already rolled a 5, which isn't a 1. So that's slightly not a 1
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
true. That's true. That's true. He did. He rolled a 5 and a.
Although it would be
It would
disadvantage,
be
wouldn't it?
disadvantage. Yeah.
Never
Okay.
mind. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
39 from nobody.
As you all creep through the woods. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know. What? Can you? Nobody? Can you tell me?
Yeah, so if you go up like 3 things. It was the idea I had. You said you'd review it, but
Right.
I
Sorry.
was just
sorry.
wondering if it was available or not. That's all.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys
I wasn't
creep
gonna use it. I was
forward.
just wondering.
Oh, you're
I
not going
had
to
it.
use it right now. Okay, got it. Okay. All
Sorry.
right. As you guys are creeping forward, still following Aerith, who is watching feathers quietly kind of flutter between these treetops, the light from the day quickly fading into a heavy and thick night here in the canopy. You begin to hear the sound of rushing water in the distance, probably about 500 feet away. You proceed quietly, as carefully as you can, trusting in magic to help obscure the odd snap of a
Sure.
branch or kicking of a stone, the yelp of pain as you stub your toe. But as you kind of push yourself through an extra thick patch of foliage, I'm actually going to move you guys to the new map, so give me 1 second.
Oh, yes. New map. We're gonna die.
One as much as.
It's a big fucking
Oh, thank God. Free range of my bow.
I didn't say that.
Damn it.
Why did it only get those two? Hold on.
Are we going? Are we going to the new map?
Yeah, I gotta get
Apparently.
character tokens. I apparently didn't grab the tokens before and copy them over there. And
Everybody
sometimes when
gets
you like
left
paste things, they paste them off the actual map, so I can't grab them.
Just
Very
a
helpful.
picture of us stuck to the
Yeah,
map.
it's just
Yes.
it's great. I thought I had this done, but I do not. And you guys aren't this close to to the water. Not yet. You're about probably 100 feet out. But as you push through an extra thick copse of jungle like vines and brush, you see in the distance a large pool of water that doesn't have a river flowing out of it. It's just a pool that seems to be building at the base of a massive, massive water. You guys are up in this upper left-hand corner. Technically still off the map.
Mhm.
Um.
And guess what, guys? Guess what?
uh,
This this map is actually from Tyranny of Dragons.
oh my
Right?
god.
Right? So I actually have like blurbs and stuff I can read. Hold on. Speak amongst
Oh,
yourselves.
yeah.
Plan your inevitable demise. I mean, your
Is there a
victory.
tree I can hide behind?
I mean, there's a lot of high brush here. It's like very tall ferns and plant growth, very leafy, thick vines, and like
I
lots
assume
of questionable herbs and flowers that look terrifying
definitely
and
not
enticing.
poisonous.
Yeah, definitely not poisonous.
Well, see, yeah, Nanashi, you sit out here in a tree, and then we'll go all the way into the dragon's lair, and then you can shoot from 600 feet away.
Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like fun. I'll just hide behind you, Rose. That's fun.
The water in front of you is also kind of rippling with a emerald green kind of haze color.
Yeah, it's poisony again, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Just take a sip and find out.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, speaking of which, we should probably eat our boluses.
Right. That would be good to actually use them this time, unlike
Yep.
last time.
Yep, good looking out, good looking out. Ito says as he pops it into his mouth.
Okay.
What do they
Likewise.
do?
You all have resistance to poison now
Okay.
for the next 30
For the
minutes.
next
For
30 minutes. Yep.
30 minutes. All right.
So it's gonna suck if the dragon's not here.
What are you guys gonna do? Aerith, you would have seen that there is a pathway along the stones that you kind of watched Narenvain and his crew use that goes up this side, and it was around like right here that Feathers lost track of them. They kind of just walked behind the water.
I will make my way out towards that. If anybody wants to follow, they are more than welcome.
Now you got this, right?
There's nothing in the water, is there?
Roll me a perception check.
Gladly.
You go look if you want.
I am. Would not be an advantage, but
30.
I...
Balls. Hold on one second.
You cannot ambush us again. I've learned my lesson.
Have you?
He's wise. Wise to your ways.
I
Yeah.
am.
So
I have
as
20 wisdom.
as Aerith is kind of pointing at the waterfall and around to the cliffside off to the right and explaining, where he saw Narenvain and the guards kind of disappear into it. Nobody, you creep forward, keeping your eyes on the water. It doesn't. You're looking at it. You don't see, like, there's no spine that comes up out of it. There's no, like, shark fin. But there's something with the way the water is rippling. Now, there's a lot of disturbance
need it.
here because of the waterfall. But at the same time, there's this almost like against the flow of the water ripple that makes you think maybe you're not alone. Maybe there is something in
How many of those ripples are there?
there. Questioning, you really only see like a big batch. And as you're kind of like studying it, Aerith, you're heading down that way?
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards where I think the entrance is.
Okay, who is heading with Aerith?
Rose is gonna check out the water because that's kind of there.
Unless you guys want to clump up
Roll
together.
me a
I-
perception check, Rose.
Can I just point it out to her what I'm looking at?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Let's see what you see. Anybody traveling alongside Aerith?
I mean, I'll probably move up to, not just be one massive sitting target in one spot, but
I'm gonna go this way.
I'll just have the Spectre rolling with us.
Okay. Cool.
And I have him
cool,
near the
cool.
water. That way, if something's there waiting for somebody to get close, it'll attack him first.
Okay. Let me just. Okay. Then, Rose, nobody. As you are observing the water, Rose, you walk up next to it and kind of looking, and you have a different kind of symbiosis with the water. This kind of almost fear that turned into feeling perfectly at home in the water because it can't hurt you anymore ever. Uh, you've come to notice certain patterns with how the water flows when things are swimming in it, just the way that it kind of like ripples. And as you're analyzing it and looking at it, I do need both Eodos and Aerith and the Spectre to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, God damn it.
As you're watching as the
Like,
oh my god
Off to a
large
great
head
start.
of a mossy
oh, look, there she is.
dragon like erupt out from the water and just
Oh yeah, the Spectre is immune to poison if this is poison at all.
awesome. That's good to know. I'm glad.
At least one of us is immune.
Hey,
Hey,
At
we
least
got
you're
we got
resistant.
resistance. Yeah, Eodos
There's
immediately.
something.
As soon as we got here and nobody said it, Eodos popped up heal instantly. So he's
Yeah.
he's at least resistant right now.
Is
Not
there
like
anyone
it's a
who did
dude,
not
but-
pop the pill?
I think we all did,
I
hopefully.
think
No,
you
we
all
all
did
did.
because you were discussing it at the edge of the forest. There was a discussion.
There
So,
was.
as the dragon erupts out from the water, its front, or like its whole body just lifting up its head. This plume of green and nasty poisonous smoke. The Spectre's immune, so it washes over him unaffected. Aerith, you take 37 points of poison damage, and that's already halved.
halved.
Yeah, you died
Eodos,
last time.
you also take 37 points of poison damage after the halved, and we will go ahead and roll initiative here.
Well, that's rough because that means the con save to half it is even higher.
I am
It is.
It's
It's very high
fine.
than a dirty 20.
rolling
surprise.
wonderfully, you guys. I'm rolling wonderfully.
Yeah. It's fine. The
As
dragon rolled
she-
bad on initiative,
Or,
so
yeah, as the dragon's breath finishes and Aerith and Eodos are coughing, trying to get the poison out. You can feel the effect of Nanashi's poultice, the healing pellet. It's doing its job and mitigating some of the poison from the breath. She smiles down, this kind of mossy, dripping smile, grinning with these easily 2 foot long white teeth. There you all are. I was wondering how long it would take you to get here. And then we will go
I mean, you were the one
to
hiding.
the Spectre. I need definitely better music.
Go get her Spectre. He's gonna float out and swing.
Okay. 24 does hit. For 13 necrotic. Okay. Hold on. I need to get. Where's my dragon fight? Dragon boss fight.
Dragon boss.
Dragon fight.
As Your specter floats out. She looks down. Henry, is that you? Anything else he's gonna do?
That's all he's got. He's only got one attack. I mean, I guess I could float him around this way, just so she tries to like breath attack it. I mean, he's immune, but she might not know that. So
Okay. Well then, as he slides around and around behind her, she lifts her tail out of the water and wham! Slams through him with a 30 to hit for 18 bludgeoning damage.
oh, hey, he's still up.
Surprisingly, right? She- Nobody. It's your turn.
All right, I am moving backwards.
Okay. You
I'm just like, let's get as
Yeet.
far away from that thing as possible.
Okay, you've got about 100 feet till you get back to the tree line. How far back are you going?
Yes, I am taking all
Oh.
of that.
Oh wait, he actually, you know, he basically only took 1 point of that because I always forget it gets a bonus to his HP based on my warlock level. So he basically only took 1 off of his base HP.
Well, okay then.
Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna take like all the wiggle room I can get.
Okay. So
All of the distance.
as the dragon plunges out of the water, the specter flies across to go and interact with it, and your new friend runs to the woods.
What? Only 40 feet. Only 40
Bye.
feet.
It's
All
fine.
26 hits.
Oh
And
my
you
God,
do
so bad.
technically have
That was in
Okay.
there.
20 damage. Okay. The arrow of water flies through the air and over across the polluted water and into the dragon. 29 also hits, followed by a second.
That's more than my assassinate.
17, 37 damage. It's not terrible.
And then bonus action to hide in the woods.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
They have disadvantage for finding me.
They do. They do. Okay, that's good.
They're also
remember.
probably a ancient green dragon, though, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to pass without trace. I'm assuming is gone. Or is
I mean,
it not?
technically it would still be up. It's 10-minute concentration. You're the only one that's
Yeah.
within range of it, but you
Yeah.
have a
I will
38
take.
total.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Interesting. That is a very interesting number to hit. In that case, we're gonna do another tail attack as she thrashes about. It's 25 to hit. The Spectre for another 18 bludgeoning.
It is still up. It has 2 HP. What's up?
She's like, and the Spectre's like, ah, and she smacks it again, and
No.
she's just looking at it like, what the, what? Rose, it's your turn.
Oh boy. God, I do not. Just in case, I'm going to bonus action summon my chakram again.
Okay.
At 4 charges.
Okay.
3, 4. Still, I don't even know if I'm gonna. No, actually, let's do. How far away are you? Not that far. Can I reach Aerith in the?
Sure.
Okay, then I will do bless
Okay.
for us
So you can get
because I don't know that
Arturia.
Bane's gonna work.
Yeah, you get everybody.
Everybody, probably not Nanashi because he's too
Probably
far
not me,
away.
because
Not
I'm
nobody.
fucking-
Nobody's the fuck
Yeah.
out there.
He's like, where
but-
even is nobody?
It is nobody.
Who knows?
Damn, he already
But
ran away.
as you look around, your 3 allies are all within range. So
Hell yeah! All right, so get blessed. I'm just gonna use. Sure, why not? That, and then I'm going to try to hit her. Yeah. 21.
21. 21 just hits.
Okay. Okay.
You see it kind of
14
like
radiant.
the radiant saw blade of a chakram kind of cut into the carapace of her armor, and it almost looks like it's going to deflect before this little gout of greenish red blood. Doesn't seem very bothered by it, but
Huh.
you did damage. You did
Neat.
damage.
And then they just run and jump in the water.
Okay. All right, you disappear into the water. Sounds good. Okay.
I'm sure there's no negative repercussions.
Yeah.
Nope.
What is the AC of the
Nah.
Spectre? It's 12, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
12.
So 17 to hit is
All right,
literally
now he's gone. He's only got 2 HP. He's definitely
Poor
gone
boy.
now. But
But
he
he
ate
ate
up.
up.
He ate up
Yeah.
3 of her.
Right? Definitely take
as
that.
as her tail finally stops flailing about. She looks and looks over at you all. All right, now that that's dealt with, Arturia, it's your turn. There's an angry dragon in the water.
Oh, dead.
You, as you look, you see her, Arturia, and you know her. You've run into her before. Rama, the plague. Hold the dead. That
This
is
bitch.
a 30-20 on the save.
Fuck.
As you attempt to tear at those strings of life connecting her to her body. First, you find there are a lot of them. She is very well entrenched within that meat suit. And the second, they are very well protected. Her mind is very strong and is protecting them. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Hey, Eodos, it is your turn.
All right. Well, first things first, I'm gonna throw my Hexblade curse up because 37 right out the gate kind of hurt. So I would like to be able to mitigate a little bit, but never hurts to get Hex up. And for my action, mm, all right. When Toll the Dead hit, being necrotic, did it? Well, I guess it didn't hit, did it?
Didn't know.
No.
I'm gonna hold off on that then. I guess I'll just.
Your Spectre was doing necrotic damage, and it seemed to be affected by it. It didn't seem resistant.
Okay, then
A
I
new
will try to fire off a quick innervation at it.
Okay. Dexterity.
Ignore all the 30 stuff. That's just from
Okay.
melee stuff.
Let's see. I need to fail save. Okay. You lash out with your enervation spell, expecting some sort of protection for her to either dodge out of the way or for her to use her abilities to just say she dodged out of the way. Against all odds, it connects. You deal 11 points of damage.
Hey.
And you regain 5 hit points.
Oh, okay. Better than I was expecting.
He kind of like grins down at you, this crackling black line of energy between you and her. Okay, very good. Then we can start with you.
And then Eodos is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Back up to try to get her closer out of the big ass lake.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh boy. Next is her turn. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she can get there. She can't get all the way out. And there's no range. 60 feet is the range for innervation. And I
Yeah,
think you're
that's just the
that,
cast.
yeah. Well, you have to stay within 60 feet to maintain that tether. Otherwise, it breaks.
Their
Oh,
tendrils.
do
Yeah.
you?
You also have
Yeah.
to use. You also have to use your action to do that.
Yeah, no, I know.
Otherwise, it breaks.
Yeah,
That sucks.
but I mean, the way we do it, it would basically just eat up one of the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not in
Fair.
range to attack anyway, It's basically just I was trying to get a little bit of health back because that 37 hurt.
Fair.
Trying to make the right decision for a dragon is hard because they're smart.
Smart.
Yeah. She's just going to stay in the water, but she will move 5 feet away from Eodos and snap the tether. And she swims away and then will rush up towards Aerith.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I know.
Your best
You're
friend,
closest.
Aerith, a green dragon.
Let's see. Actually, first things first, at the top of her round, I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw against her frightful presence.
Yeah.
Because it's a dragon fight.
I don't have advantage against that.
Edo saves.
I don't
Nobody
get
does
scared
that.
anymore. I'm beyond fear.
God damn it.
Oh no. Okay.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always afraid.
Eodos and Arturia, you save. Everybody else fails. As
Son of a
the dragon steps up onto the brush and roars into the treetops, echoing off of the mountainside and cliff face behind her. And then she's going to make her 3 attacks. Okay.
Sorry,
So that's
Aerith. I was really hoping she would follow me and not jump you.
30, a 33, and a 31. Okay.
They both miss.
They both miss. They all miss.
Yep.
Okay.
Am I
All
dead
right. You
first
take
round?
Like
take
last time?
15 piercing, and what is the 4 poison from the bite. So a total of 19 from the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
17 slashing damage from the first claw, and 16 from the second. Are you still alive? You are. Okay, good.
Oh
You
my
can see as she
god.
roars, and then in a
Oh, no.
flurry of bite and then slash, she looks down at Aerith. Aerith staggers back, bloodied, beaten on his feet. And she looks
You're
down.
fine.
I'm not
know
fine.
you. And that's gonna be the green dragon's turn. Aerith, it's your turn.
I'm going
Get
to Misty Step.
Okay.
Going to Misty Step. Because I don't want to go near people.
Just hop in the water. What's the worst that could happen?
We're about to find out.
Here. And I feel like Misty Stepping was a bad idea, actually.
Hey, why'd you go that way?
So I don't clump with other people.
We can't help you over there.
Sure,
Yeah. But
But
it did its breath already, and we can kind of anticipate the next one because it's got to get it back.
So, okay. If I was there.
So if you want to
maybe go
come towards
towards
it, now's
help.
the time.
Move. A Misty Step.
Move to the cleric.
Here.
And then run towards the cleric.
Run towards the cleric.
Baby, please.
And then.
Arturia, you see Aerith just materialize about 10 feet away from you, bloodied and very wounded, and running towards you.
Has she taken damage? She has taken damage.
Yeah.
I will Hole of the Dead.
Okay.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Anybody who had bless had a plus D4 on their wisdom save for the frightful presence.
I don't think
Okay,
that's gonna
I
help
think the only one
me.
it'll affect me.
It would help you.
It would help me too.
Would
A
it?
20 passes. You know, it was
Yeah.
a DC 19 wisdom save, and you rolled an 18. So with the bless, with
Yay.
the like cheerful background music that you now have playing in the back of your mind from your laughing chakram, you managed to shake the fear from the dragon.
No scared. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's
Wisdom
something.
save is a 28. As you reach out and attempt to manifest or grow
Yikes.
that kind of necrotic wound, that death that's
I'm
already
just gonna
lurking there within.
cry.
It's always a reaction.
It's a free action.
Spectre is gone. Nobody. What would you like to do?
I'm frightened, aren't I?
You are, yes.
Yeah.
Can he see me or she? Because if not, it would cancel out.
How far
With
away
the
did you say you get? 40 feet from the edge
40
there?
feet and
Okay.
with a 38 stealth.
With the 38 stealth, she cannot see you.
And I'm body
Perfect.
blocking.
Uh, it would take an action to cast Strike Like Water. I'm assuming.
Yes, that would be an action.
Okay, I am going to cast Strike Like Water.
Okay. So you guys see as the rain or the weather around here it's been a pretty nice day. It's been warm, sunny. It's now nighttime. It's well into the late portion of dusk. And as the battle starts to rage, the clouds grow ahead and this soft, gentle pattering rainfall against the canopy dripping through and hitting the water beneath fills the arena. And
Great.
it'd take one of your actions, like it's like casting a spell.
Gotcha.
So you still have one more shot if you want.
I will take it.
Okay. 24 hits. Like a surge through the gentle storm.
Oh,
A
sorry, my
bolt of
2d6
water.
was not on it. I'll just flop.
Okay. It's 8. Okay. The arrow cutting into the exterior carapace of the dragon still looks like she's just having fun. Anything else you want to do?
Means I'm still headed. I'm just gonna try and break the frightened.
Okay, go for it. Roll me a wisdom save. And Rose, it is your turn.
Fuck.
Boy.
No,
Huh?
he's not blessed. He was too far
Yeah,
away,
he was the only
unfortunately.
one that
Far away.
wasn't.
Mhm.
Unfortunately. Is the water doing anything to me? Does it hurt?
Are you drinking it?
No.
You're just swimming in it?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be hurting you.
But I
It's
don't.
thick. You
Okay.
can't really see in it. It's very murky. You're limited to about 10 feet of vision, but
Okay.
it's not hurting you to be in it.
And if I can't see, then I'll probably just keep it. Just pop up a little bit so like my head's like above water.
Arturia, you see Rose's floating head dismembered in the water before you. You've never seen this magic before.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with 2 different people.
All right, go ahead, Rose. Sorry.
I'm gonna try to. So once the chakram is cast, then it's not a spell to attack, so I can do a bonus action attack and a spell action.
That's correct.
Spell, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So bonus action, throw, try to hit,
Okay.
miss.
The chakram whirs across the water, misses, soars back to you.
And then I'm going to try synaptic static.
Okay. Intelligence save. That is a dirty or a natural 19 for a 24.
Yikes. Okay. Well, she takes half damage,
Okay.
so 14.
14. Got it. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Just kind of chill over here, I guess.
Okay. Arturia, it is your turn.
Is she 6 feet? Hold up, I can't.
What's up?
I was asking if she's 60 feet from me.
Oh, the dragon?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 60, 65. It's right there at the edge. I'd say 60 feet would reach.
Okay.
But I'm in pain.
You're fine.
Oh wait, do I re-roll a wisdom save?
For the fear, yes.
I just remembered that.
Don't be scaredy.
Nope.
Be scaredy.
Wait,
Wait,
D4.
you're
Forgot what I
blessed.
rolled.
You
You're
have
blessed.
less.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
Again, this kind of like cheerful,
Oh my god.
definitely not the music you're listening to right now. This beautiful, like happy theme in the back of your mind. Alright, Sacred Flame.
Just choke buffy.
It is a 17 on the save.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I know. As you reach out, the coalescing of this inverted light, this like black energy with rippling white edges around it, forms in front of her, and she twists back right before it can burst with the sacred flame. So it's your action.
Okay. This is bullshit.
Anything on your bonus action?
Bonus.
Okay. Get 9 hit points back, Aerith. At least I think
Congrats.
that was directed at Aerith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Eodos.
Alright, well, got Hex up now. So I'm gonna bonus action turn on my tattoo so that I got range.
Okay. The tattoo activates.
I can get there to attack, but I'm... Well, I get right here, and I'm just gonna swing on her.
"21 hits."
Sure. We can. Oh, yep. I'm gonna see if I can roll better than a 4 on those 2d10s.
There
Okay,
you
a little bit
go.
better.
Well,
Another 3
a little.
damage, okay.
And then swing again.
11 misses.
3 charges, and then I'm going to use the last little bit of my movement to back up, and that's it. That's my turn.
As you back up, the tail
No, no.
hits.
She
Ooh,
also has
19
reach.
to hit?
No, that does not hit.
Okay. As you attempt to move out of her attack range, her tail swings around at you, and you dash back, just like leap out of range as it in front of you. End of your turn. Now she's going to go ahead and just close that gap. She just
Then go
rushes up.
ahead and what is Booming Blade's movement penalty?
That's right. That's right. The movement penalty.
How many?
It's 4d8, I think, at this one. Let me see.
No, maybe.
3d8.
Yeah, it's because it's 2d8 on the initial hit now and 3d8 on the move.
So 14. 14 thunder damage as she moved.
All right. As she lunges forward, the booming blade spell erupting. You see it ripple against her chest. She's unfazed. She rushes forward. And she's going to do her bite and 2 claw attacks. 31 with the bite. 22 with the first claw. 28 with the second.
All right, then let's see. It does hit.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Now, do you do that for every attack, or?
No, it's a reaction. So
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Kidding me? All right, I'm gonna break it up so that you could do the math as well. You took 16 piercing and 10 poison from the
Was the poison halved?
oh yeah, 10 poison half to 5 from the bite. So that was
21 off of that.
21 off of that. Another 21 from the first claw attack, and then 22 from the second claw attack.
Good
Yikes.
lord.
I know. As I was adding it up, and I looked over at the number, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Again, she rushes forward, bites down, takes the attack, kind of staggers back from it, 2 claw attacks, smacking him around like a cat playing with a mouse. But as he picks himself up off the ground, he's not down yet. He's not unconscious yet. That's going to be her turn. Aerith, it's your turn.
Yikes.
Oh my god. Bonus action Blade Song.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use 2 charges from my file to cure wounds myself.
Okay.
So that's a level 2?
Do you need to...
Oh wait, that takes a bonus action. No, never mind, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What else shall I do? I'm going to Fireball.
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 And I think my
You can even do
radiant...
it on top of Eudos, and it's fine.
I know. And I think my Radiant Soul also activates because it's when I deal fire damage as well.
Okay. So
Yes,
an
on a
extra 2
spell.
from that.
An extra 2, because my charisma's a 2.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Where's her character sheet? Dexterity save.
Fireball.
What's your DC?
Fire.
19.
Okay. She doesn't dodge it.
Yes!
Hey.
It kind of explodes against her side. You can see the burn. She looks over and smiles at you. Okay.
Okay.
Can I do the old try to prove, act like it did hurt me, and try to pretend like I just went down?
Roll me a deception. I was waiting for you to ask. Oh.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna 5,
There you
10,
go.
15, 20,
16.
25, 30, 35, 40. Whee!
Doesn't seem to be buying it. Okay. End of your turn, Aerith?
Yeah,
Okay,
that'll
so
be it, because that was my bonus and my action.
Okay,
Unless
that'll
I'm
work.
still able to
you
Eldritch
just-
Blast for my extra attack.
Real cool of you to blade song and then go the opposite direction of the thing.
No, you could use
really,
a melee
really
attack.
appreciate that move.
I was here, right?
You're like here-ish on the other side of Arturia.
Did
Yeah.
Artoria move? Because I know I was diagonal
No.
from her.
Yeah, you were right here.
Okay, so I was right here. You know what? F it. I'll get close and then I'll melee attack.
Yeah, great.
Sure.
All right, well that just makes her job so much easier.
Nothing bad can ever happen.
Why would you say that?
Okay.
Well, does not hit.
You have a D4. It won't help, but
It won't help.
Hey,
16?
there you go.
16 still misses.
Okay.
Doesn't
You
hit.
tiredly run up. Hey, clack. It just sort of makes a clang against the scales.
cool.
She looks down at you and smiles. I need, Eidos, I don't really need you to give me a saving
Yeah.
throw.
It's
Aerith, I do need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as her wings start
Got a
beating
D4.
against.
I don't think it's
Also
ever gonna
struggle,
matter.
Good job, guys.
God. All right. Let's see. Oh my God.
I was done regardless. I had one
Yeah,
HP.
because you were gonna
I
take
think
half.
Aerith does too.
Ironically, he did get healed. You
Oh,
take
okay.
13 points of damage, Aerith.
Are you still good somehow?
Bullshit. You see them both. Eidos gets knocked back and falls onto the ground, and he doesn't seem to be getting back up. Aerith, you are prone and you are on the ground.
Can I
but you
do an
guys can see.
Eidos and pretend that it actually killed me?
Sure. Roll me deception.
Where's deception? God damn it.
Nice.
Okay.
You tried.
Doesn't seem to be buying it, but yeah. And then she'll, let's see, 5, 18, 20, 21, 30, 35. She's gonna fly over to here and
Oh,
like land
hi.
between Rose and Arturia, and now it is nobody's turn.
Can't get fucking closer. No. Okay. Well, it's guess it's the same 1-2, and hope I get rid of the fear
Fine.
because I still have stealth.
Yeah, you know.
The 27 hits. The 17 does not. 2 more bolts of water moving horizontal to the ground beneath soar through the air. The first one cutting into like the base of the dragon's neck. You see a small gout of blood. And a cry of panic and
God damn
disdain in the distance. Anything else? Nobody?
If I was assuming I'm still hidden, so I'm just gonna like move parallel to her so I can like slowly start making my way this way when I'm finally not frightened.
And what's your
No.
movement?
40.
40, okay. Are you using bonus action to dash? Because I think that still takes... No, you have rogue, so you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
yeah, I can do that.
Okay, you can pretty much get to where your token is if you want to.
I can't move
close.
closer to.
Oh, that's
the dragon.
right. Yeah.
I'm
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
I
okay.
want to move as close as I can, like to the side,
Yeah.
but
Off that
and stay in the tree line as well, because I want to probably get like directly parallel to him, run in when I'm not frightened, feel him, and then run back.
Okay. Got it. All right. Then end of nobody's turn. Oh, let's see. I'm going to roll a good old D2. Flip a coin.
Don't do
32 to hit Rose with a tail attack.
it.
16 bludgeoning damage.
Good fucking app.
And now it is your turn, Rose.
Great. Oh boy. Yeah.
Back in the water.
I don't think I can really even do that because she'll just hit me. But no, okay. I just kind of like peek through her legs over at Aerith on the ground.
Mhm.
I can tell he's not dead because he rolled terribly.
He did.
And then I'm going to just reach out and cast Polymorph on Aerith. Your health shield. It may not last very long, but hopefully.
What do you turn him into?
T-Rex.
If I need to ask.
Tyrannosaurus Aerith.
Tyrannosaurus.
Health
Aerith.
buffer.
All right,
Oh,
where
Aerith,
is... I think
go.
I gave... Nope, I didn't give it to everybody yet. Hold on. I have to, like, give you guys ownership of the token as you make them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where do I...
That means Artoria is gonna have to pick up Eidos, because that was what I was gonna do.
Yeah. It's fine.
All
Now
right.
she's heading towards him. And Artoria's there.
Reach out and convert the form of Aerith into a large, pink but somewhat muted Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's even more muted than Aerith was, almost like you're passing some sort of slight judgment subconsciously.
Yep.
But yeah, he is now
And then-
Tyrannosaurus.
bonus action, I'm going to Unsettling Words to try to help somebody else if they
Okay.
want to do something with a saving throw,
All right.
because it's
Got it.
until the end of my next turn, and then I'm kind of oopsies. No, go away. I'm just gonna still staying in range. I'm just gonna kind of walk into the water and disappear.
Okay. You just disappear into the water. End of your turn, the dragon tail whips around and is going to swing out at Arturia for 15 bludgeoning damage with a 33 to hit.
God damn it.
Right.
Arturia,
This
it's now your
is
turn.
ideal.
How much damage was that again?
15.
Oh, man. It's a great start.
We're doing good.
Mhm.
I think we got this.
Yeah, she's starting to show some wounds, you know. She's
Darn it. I'm gonna have to move in order to get to Eidos. If I get like right here, like right on the edge of the fucking lake, am I within 30 feet of Eidos?
yeah, I'll give you 30 feet because you could do 15,
Okay.
10. Yeah, you're 30 feet.
Okay, bonus action Spirit of Dying.
Okay. So Eidos is no longer required to roll death saves.
And then, you know what? Fuck it, let's give it a go.
You have advantage on any melee attacks because you are technically flanking.
Ooh,
Well,
blight.
Ooh. Okay, you're gonna hit
She
with a
has-
blight. Alright. Minus, yeah. Alright, roll your d10.
Aw.
Oh, it's a 21 on the save then.
So it's half damage.
Fuck.
Yeah, so half damage. Or
15.
necrotic.
Well,
Okay.
shit.
As you reach out to Eidos and feeling those tethers, those threads so faint, barely there, you kind of knot them together into one cord just to hold him in place. Turn your attention and redirect it into the life force of the creature that's in front of you. You attempt to tear it apart on a fundamental level. The beast is too sturdy, though. It's just too robust. And while you do some damage, it doesn't seem to have the effect you were hoping for. Anything else?
Nah.
Alrighty. Well, end of her turn. I'm gonna roll myself a good old coin. Arturia, 22 to hit from the tail as you see it swinging back around at you again.
Shield?
Slam the pummel of the warhammer in front of you, and the divine
No,
shield
thank you.
erupts around you, blocking the tail as it blang off of it. Eidos, I will say you don't have to roll a death save, but if you want to fish for a 20, I will let you, because it's fun.
Sure.
But you are not technically dying.
So if
You're fine.
successes and fails
Question
just don't matter.
You're currently Robert.
No.
So close.
I
Dirty
see a
20
20. I
now.
say we do it too.
Right. Close enough.
All right. Now it is Rama's turn. Yeah, we got a little bit more in me. Okay. That is a 3, so she still doesn't get her dragon breath back. I'm never gonna be able to get 2 dragon breaths
Yay.
off.
That's good. That would be, game ending.
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably.
okay. So 18 to hit Arturia with the bite. You have an AC of 20. So as she
Yep.
bites down, you raise up Soul Shatter and stop it with a toothpick. She pulls her face back, swings down with
It's
one
actually
claw
higher.
attack.
Didn't you shield before this?
Oh,
So
you
it should be
did.
25 right now.
Yeah, you're at
Should
25.
be. Should be.
Hell yeah.
The first claw attack was also against you and clashes against the shield. And looking at it frustrated, she swings down and you just see her plunge her other hand behind her into the water. Rose with a 30 to hit. You take 24 slashing damage.
Ow.
She sees
You
you. She
can't
knows where
see
you
me.
are.
Nuh-uh.
You see her just like punch into the water and then twist around and look back at you, Arturia, just twisting in
Rude.
this home. Aerith, it's your turn. You're a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You have the intelligence of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Did you
Go.
give me
Go.
Yeah, I have-
ownership of the...
I did. It should be under a folder called Pets. Did you have something you wanted to
I
do
don't
in
see
reaction,
it in the
Arturia?
pets.
No, I was just whining that
Oh.
you're lucky that I can follow. Like she's like, you're lucky I have to follow my mission parameters, otherwise I'd go back to my troop. You up?
It wouldn't be a test if it was easy. I thought I did, but let
I
me
don't
make
I
sure.
have
see it.
access to it, so I think you might have just accidentally given it to me.
I have. Well,
I
it
can
says.
move you.
Oh,
I have
you had
access to it.
sorry, you had control of it, but I didn't put it in your journal. It is now in your journal.
There it is.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Dang.
Everyone technically should be able to move the Tyrannosaurus, except
Aha! Move, Aerith.
who can't? Who can't? Ken. Ken has not been turned into a T-Rex yet.
And
I was
nobody.
gonna move it.
Well,
I have access
nobody-
to a piece of Robert.
He has it from Robert,
Oh.
yeah, because it's the same
Fair.
player, yeah. Okay, so you move around over there.
Would I get advantage?
You do, because
Yeah.
technically this is the
Technically,
space,
yes.
and
Oh.
yeah, but that's fine. I
You
don't
also
really
have
mind.
reach, so you're fine.
Gobble her up.
So I'm going
Eat
to
the dragon.
bite and tail.
Okay. I will say it's big enough that you can hit it with both. That actually
Does
no,
the
it's a
dragon-
giant croc.
It's the same. Technically, it has to be like different targets, but the big ones.
Mm.
I don't know. We were.
Yeah,
we were.
I'll say you can hit it with both, and a 28 will hit with
I was
the
gonna
bite.
say, is the T-Rex also blessed still?
Yes, technically.
Okay. Not that you need it,
I know,
but
not that I need it.
The holy
Both those hit.
anymore.
get 'em. Hell yeah!
Yikes.
I'm so happy.
Yikey.
This is what the T-Rex is all
Boys.
about.
65. Okay.
This is
Got
what
it.
they're good for.
All right. Cool. Okay, so that's the T-Rex's turn. Anything else you want to do?
T-Rex save the day.
No, I'll just stay here.
Okay. End of your turn. Because God, do I love legendary actions.
No.
Of course
T-Rex has a AC of nothing, so it takes 20 bludgeoning damage from the tail as I hit with a 30.
It's 20. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Smacks into the
man.
T-Rex with her tail. Ow. I really know. See, it's weird that a dragon doesn't have damage resistance against non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. That does not make sense to me. But they don't. I
Hell
only
yeah.
have one resistance. I only have one thing, and it's
Is it poison?
immunity. Yeah,
I
it's weird. Anyway,
can't imagine it's poison.
nobody. There's another T-Rex on the field.
Yep, I've seen that before.
Seems to
Alright.
happen sometimes.
30s hit. 24. Got it.
Turn off
All
sneak
the
attack.
fours.
And then for the love of God, can I get rid of this frightened?
I don't know. Can you?
No.
I have a +5.
Right?
No.
You hate to see it, dude.
Because I can't get my triple advantage because of fright.
Nope. Sure can't.
Nobody's gonna bash his head into a tree.
That'll make
Wait.
you less scared.
Fuck up.
All right. As your turn ends, Rose, Arturia, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, please give me a dexterity saving throw. As Rama
Oh.
looks down, like there's now visible wounds. The Tyrannosaurus bite has like torn a chunk of her muscle off of the shoulder that you could see is bleeding this like very viscous green kind of crap. She's not looking like on death's door, but she's not happy right now. And as she
Yeah.
starts to beat her wings, she kind of picks up
Everybody's
into the
got a
air.
D4 on that.
So
I don't know if it
24.
matter. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, and everybody else can also add it, but I don't
Just
know if
gonna-
it'll help.
It's an 8.
Okay. Okay. Ken has a 15. Aerith had a 8. Okay. So Arturia and the Tyrannosaurus Rex are both knocked prone, and you both take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Rose, you managed to dodge away from the effect of the wings. You do take 8 bludgeoning damage, but you're not knocked prone. As she kind of takes into the air and looks down. Well, this has been fun, but Nernvane told me to let him finish you
God
anyway.
damn it.
So, see you later, my dears. 6, 7, and then she's gonna go 5 feet under the water because she can only move 50 feet or 40 feet, flying. And
Also,
that's
Aerith
gonna be
drops because, you know, I can't roll shit for con saves.
Ow.
okay. Aerith, you are back to
Even with advantage.
right. That's it's a saving throw. You're blessed.
Oh, wait, never mind. You're fine.
You're fine.
See, you're fine.
Barely.
Bring that T-Rex back.
For a
Oh,
moment, you were
God.
real Aerith, or maybe you were just Aerith head on a T-Rex body. You're not sure. It was really high. You were high off the ground. You're not quite sure what you were seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you managed to maintain your concentration. All right,
Fair.
Arturia, you are prone on the ground. Rama is currently swimming into the pool of water before you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
Can I throw a no, I'm gonna throw a Toll of the Dead at her.
Okay. So Toll the Dead. That is a 16 on her wisdom save.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
You finally got through her
Here you
defenses.
go.
Fuck you.
Go ahead, give me the 3d12 because she is definitely damaged.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Fuck.
7
That's
damage.
rough.
Oh my
That's
god.
pretty unfortunate. But at least
Yeah.
you got through it finally.
Yeah, you did.
Great.
All right. All right. Anything else you have?
Healing word on Eodos.
Okay. Eidos, you come back to consciousness with 7 hit points. Roll me. Let me see. Yeah, you'll have enough of an understanding of what's going on in the battlefield. As you kind of like wake up, prone, dragon fight, pain. You pick yourself up. You can
Okay.
see her tail is kind of like noodling down into the water in the center of the pool as you look over.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. You are conscious, and it is your turn.
Well, I'm hurt. Don't really know what I could do here.
Pacer,
I
it's
mean-
what Eidos does. Dragons run, and Eidos chases them, right?
Right?
what,
Sure.
what if we go a different route?
Oh no, I wasn't prepared for a different route.
Because I have this.
Okay,
Maybe.
all right.
Because I do not have the HP to go chasing her, and literally nobody's in range of me to grab her right now.
Okay, what is your spell save? DC?
I'm 18.
18. Okay. What were you saying? You're pretty.
I'm prone, so I only have 15 feet of movement, so I can't get to anyone to be able to dimension door.
Ah, and you don't want to go alone. I see the conundrum there.
I've got 7 HP and
With your
like
7 HP.
the faintest glimmer of a
dream.
dream right now. Yeah.
Right. Well, you feel your spell take hold. You feel it lock in, and for a moment, her tail stops, and then there's a flash of light all throughout the pool. This green pulse. She breaks the spell.
Yeah, we
She's
weren't really
finally
able to
forced to use her first
use any
legendary
of our
resistance.
shit. Yeah. God, those fucking saves are ridiculous.
Yeah, that was her saves were really dumb during that. But yeah, unfortunately, she shakes off the effect of your hold monster. And anything else you want to do?
And I'm gonna stand up because I don't want to be prone and somebody show up. I guess scooch over this way to maybe be towards the group, so maybe the big ass T-Rex will take a shot if something else comes at us.
All right. Well, on her turn, she uses her full swim speed to swim underwater and is
To be a bitch.
under the water. Is anybody going to attempt to follow her? What are you guys doing?
I
guess
really
you could.
want to.
Aerith,
I
then.
mean, you're a T-Rex. You can do it. Go for it.
Sure, I'll dive into the water
She would
full
have dashed
speed.
as well. Okay, you.
I'm sure you have a good swim speed.
Roll me
have-
athletics. Give me a strength.
I have an intelligence of 2, literally.
You sure do.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow, that was pretty.
Rose, give me a dexterity check, please.
4. No.
Because he can't see you. Okay.
Oh wait, the bless.
Could it have been a save?
It could be a save, sure.
Okay, because that's at least a 10 plus a d4.
Okay, alright, so a 17 and a 13. Okay, alright, combined 30. You don't collide with the Tyrannosaurus, but there's kind of like, like when you're at the pool and somebody like cannonballs and they hit the water in just the right way, where there's a like plume of water in the wave that just pushes you away and everything. Like the water is displaced so much. That's essentially what happens. Is this T-Rex just like stomps past Artoria and jumps into the water. Aerith, from the perspective of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, are you going to use your action to continue moving? Because you're kind of falling to the bottom of the water.
I would try and follow her to the best of my T-Rex abilities.
Your T-Rex has
Bye.
a movement of
50?
And there goes Aerith again.
50.
about 60 feet down into the water. You land at the bottom of the pool. It is mucky and silty, and you can't really see, but from what you could tell with your toes, it looks like there's kind of like a sinkhole almost in the middle of the pool. And roll me a perception check.
T-Rex actually has perception.
Okay.
Now, remember, don't get further than whatever the range is on polymorph.
I don't think it has a range, but I will drop it pretty soon.
22. You feel this like
polymorph is 60 feet, so don't get further than 60 feet. We just learned that if you get out of the range, it'll break them.
That's
specifically
for
enervation. Enervation has that in the rules that if you move out of range of the spell, then it breaks the tether between them. Because it's creating this like Witch Bolt has the same ruling, but polymorph is just once you're transformed, that's it until concentration's dropped. But what you do feel is this kind of
30 seconds
flow of water. It seems like something went down that tunnel. Are you going to continue down the tunnel?
No, I'll go back, because I know the transformation won't last.
Another athletics check with the Tyrannosaurus, because now he has to swim out of this pond. Pool. The rest of you, while the T-Rex plunges into the water, what are the rest of you doing?
Am I still frightened?
Technically, yes, but you can feel the dragon, and Eodos, you can feel it too with your Hexblade's curse. It is moving away from you at a pretty rapid pace into the mountain.
Literally, can I get closer?
You technically can.
You can keep trying to break it, though.
Yeah, but I'll try and break it.
Ow.
Come on,
Well,
wisdom.
That went worse than usual. Nice.
I'm passing out the potion.
I'll drop Aerith's polymorph.
Our party's kind of lopsided now with not decent
Yeah.
on melee and ranged.
Plus, I'm not usually very helpful against dragons since they they have really high saving throws and legendary actions. And that's great for me. Yep. Great for me.
Here's your potion. I'm gonna drink a potion. So that's 3 left.
What kind of potion?
It's just a common.
I will say nobody. Eventually, you are able to. It probably takes a couple minutes, but you're able to shake your fear and can rejoin the party at the edge of the
Roll
pool.
20 d20s.
Finally.
You gotta get there someday.
Nobody walks up completely unscathed. The rain is actually, as nobody walks up, you don't hear him until he starts
Hey,
to
you
speak.
got
I got
at least two
one. No, I got
19s.
2. 2 out of 20 with a plus.
Okay,
Well, plus
Two,
5
Exactly.
three,
total.
yeah, the
four,
15
five,
would have
six,
done it. You
seven,
needed
Okay,
you
eight,
needed a
nine,
14
10,
on the die, so
11,
you could
Okay,
have
it
done
only
it in a
took
minute.
you 4 rounds.
Yeah,
There's
it's
4
Extra.
more rounds until I got my triple advantage back.
There you go.
But as he walks up, the gentle like pattering of the rain and this kind of just like of it hitting the water completely obscures every aspect of his approach. You don't hear him until he's literally right next to you guys talking to you.
All right. So how much do greater healing potions give back? Because common healing potions.
43.
No, I'm not drinking a common. I'm at 7 HP. I have graders on me. I'm drinking. I am
It'd be
hurt
20.
bad.
20 total.
Okay, well, I
Yeah, you
also
do that in
gave.
action.
I'm gonna pop 2 graders for sure because he literally said somebody else, the nerd we were coming here to deal with, wants to finish us. So
Yeah, big
Actually,
surprise.
since this seems like a good narrative point to pick up on next week, I will also reveal because, like I said, this map is from the Tyranny of Dragons book. It's actually real. It really exists, guys.
It's
Tyranny of
real.
Dragons is a
Big
real
map.
book,
Yeah, I
and
assume that's like the
here's
whole dungeon.
Vane's stronghold. I've revealed the title at the bottom.
Oh, good.
I'm going to activate Radiant Dark's ability to cast Cure Wounds onto myself.
Okay, good.
What's
Anyone
common?
else desperately need health?
I mean,
Myself.
yeah.
Alright. I'll give Eidos and Rose a healing bolus. Alright.
What does that do?
It heals you. Where is it?
Cool.
It gives you 5 health back and then 5 temporary
Wow.
health.
Okay. That's better than nothing.
I was worse than Eidos because
Right.
when Rose polymorphed me, I had 1 HP.
You did one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you were both down to 1. That's great.
you also get a healing bolus.
I do. What does that give me?
5 health back and then
5
5
and 5.
temporary health.
okay, so after 2 graders, 2 commas, and that I'm not
Dying.
terrible again. Yeah, but
Uh,
that was a lot of potions I just took. So hopefully we
Yep.
can clean up
I'm still pretty low
smoother.
and I don't have any potions.
So don't have any that much
who are
dice.
you touching?
You
Artorias
stealing health
taking
from somebody?
Rose's HP. Sorry.
No! My health.
I am burning 2 charges of my file to cast Cure Wounds on myself again.
Okay.
19.
Everyone just thumbs down.
Yeah, I was getting kind of worried during that fight because, like, if one more person would have went down, I was like, oh well, I'm about to tell God off.
Oh, God.
And
I
it
don't
canceled
wanna
out all
use...
my triple advantage. So
Oh,
I
no.
couldn't
Yep.
have my
Yep.
plus 10.
Yep. It's great.
You know
But
what?
hey,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
tell
be
Mom.
affected by it again today.
You're gonna
You're
tell
gonna tell
Mom.
Mom.
Right?
Mom.
We can't get afraid again today for the next 24 hours, so there's that.
And you guys managed to get rid of one of his legendary resistances. Like, hold monster,
Out of
that's
3.
definitely worth burning a legendary.
You know, as long as we go
Those
and
are
fight her again before she
those are once per
heals.
day. They
Yeah.
take a day to recharge, so
Yeah. So we can't like go to sleep again. But
Yeah, and sadly, the
know.
rain's not going to be much effect when we go inside.
We'll just take a quick 1 hour chill session. Just relax, and then we'll go after them again.
God, I have no hit die left. I have 2. That's not enough to feel like anything.
We have a mansion.
Sure, except we already used it within the last
Oh, you're right.
however
24
long it lasts.
hours.
You did use it early yesterday, and you've been
It
walking
lasts.
all day. It is back up. It is available.
Oh, okay.
I
It
have
lasts for 24 hours.
one spell slot we could throw at it, which is 5 levels.
Yeah.
If it's
So
a
it lasts.
spell slot to get an hour chill session in, that'll give me my spell slots back anyway. That's what I
Okay.
was talking about, not so much the healing, because
Right.
Just the resource.
So it does last 24 hours. So I don't know if it's back up.
It
You
should
guys,
be, because
you
we...
guys made the you
It's
made the
been
mansion
24 hours.
really early yesterday because you made it after
Okay.
you cleared
Got it.
the sigil, and then you spent most of the day in the mansion watching the
Okay.
travels, slept, and then you had to walk a good. You were out walking through the woods for like 8 hours today, so
Okay.
it's already past that 24.
All
The
right.
key
So it
is
is back
good.
up, but yeah, it is like we have to use more stuff again
Yeah, I guess.
to summon it.
Yeah, and if we do a
What was
long
it?
rest, then that defeats the purpose.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing a long rest. We got to deal with this before they get
I'm-
opportunity. For,
I'm more than fine doing a short rest, because I can throw in a few cure wounds to, like,
Yeah,
Rose.
we can at least do enough. I can do a Song of Rest. I only have 2 hit die left, but I could get up closer to full.
What was that green dragon's name again?
Rama.
Like Rahma?
Ramma.
Oh,
Like,
okay, cool.
we're also going to lose the ability to have the resistance to poison, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So keep that in
Unless
mind.
we go now,
now...
yeah. Can you make more
I
of
mean,
those, Nanashi, while
yeah,
we
I
take a rest? Because
can.
you didn't take any damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I rest, if I rest for 30 minutes, I can get my key back.
Yeah, you do need to
True.
meditate for 30 minutes to get your key.
And then you
So-
need like an hour to make them again.
Yes. So it's
Could
like,
probably.
I guess it's what do you want? Do you want me to have key and have more utility, or get the bull? Probably the boluses are better, honestly.
Probably the poison, honestly,
I'll go
yeah.
search for the bull. I'll search for more resources.
Considering they took like 37
Yeah,
with
as I was
halved.
saying, I'm like, you know what? Pass without a trace isn't so
Yeah.
good as resistance to their main damage.
Roll me a survival with advantage. As you
Plus, who
head out to
knows
see
what
how long
Mirren Vein's gonna fucking do.
Okay, 19, good.
Yeah, we might have to kill that guy.
Yeah, it sounds
Probably.
like it.
The plethora of strange plants around here is it's unusual, but as you start looking at them, they're nothing like you've seen since your memories have started, but they're still familiar. Like you don't know the names of what some of them are, but you know what can be used to help staunch bleeding, what could be used to help protect against paralytics and poisons and things along those lines. And well, it's different ingredients than what you got on the opposite sides of the woods that work just as well.
Awesome. And then I will start making that.
So it'll take the hour of the short rest and then probably another half hour on top of that. So if you guys were
Should
doing
be
the
fine.
meditate and him looking for the resources and making more boloses, you're looking at like 2 hours of rest.
I can cut out the meditate if you guys want to hurry up and just go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, I mean, all it does is here. Let me check.
You get half
I
your
need the
key.
minimum of the hour for the short rest because I definitely need that.
So
I'll throw
90
a
minutes.
level 3 cure wounds on Rose.
yeah, I just can't cast shadow arts anymore, and I really don't want to get in melee, so I don't have to worry about using my last key point.
Ooh, 20.
Do I get a bonus
That
to
would
that?
actually-
I don't get a bonus to that.
Okay. That with the short rest might bring me back up to full.
I think with my short rest, I'm gonna end up using all of my.
Here's my last 2 hit dice.
Oh
Great.
my
5.
Wow.
god.
Awesome.
Oh
Song of
no.
I will
Rest?
use. Yeah, I was about to say I will use Song of Rest, so that's at least what, one more D8?
1d6.
1d8.
Oh, d8, yeah.
Oh,
Roll
gotta restart my
1. Okay, 6. That's better than nothing. Alright, I'm still about 14 down, I think, but that's better.
And then both of you can also add 6 to yours.
Use...
Your total healed.
Okay, cool. I'm practically full now. Just took a bunch of potions.
Right.
It's just like,
I mean, that's what they're there for.
yeah, it's like, I don't know, the back alley of a city street with a bunch of bums sitting around. There's just glass bottles on the floor.
Yep.
Just chucking thing. Actually, no, you don't leave your bottles.
Probably
You
keep
guys
'em.
keep your files
Yeah.
because you store
Yep.
dragon blood in
Usually
them.
use
Yeah.
'em. Yeah.
We're thrifty.
Yeah, you're smart. You
Ugh.
recycle.
Ouch.
But
No, I
Yeah.
would get them back. I'm just like, I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery, and then I realize, oh wait, I just get my 3rd level spells back because 2 of them are just warlocks.
Yeah.
I'm so smart. Does anybody else need healing?
Could use one more to top off, but if not, I should be fine.
I will give you a warlock level, so 3rd level. Not a guiding bolt, I'm sorry.
No! No! Fuck!
So 22.
Why would you do that?
I'm
Okay,
guessing you
that
meant
should be
Rama.
20.
'Cause
Oh,
there's-
Brahma,
there's-
sorry.
Yeah. Damra was the red dragon. I have a naming scheme apparently that my brain likes to use. So,
Ama.
Alright. I am
Right.
full.
And then everyone has one
All
poison
topped.
resist pellet.
Again.
Alright. Gotta remember to use that again.
Yes.
Okay. So we're just gonna go in, guns a-blazing, again.
I
Hey, brother.
mean, what else can we do?
Why are we
Once I'm
having
able-
so much troubles with Poison Dragon? Like, what the F?
I mean,
It was
Because
just
they have really high resistances and we lost our main melee fighter.
Thanks to
Yeah,
a
we don't really
certain
have
someone.
a tank now.
Yeah. But they have ridiculously high saves, like for everything besides I think Dex.
Well, I need to
Yeah.
call it here, so.
that's
All
I
right.
do too. So thank you all for playing. Ken, we'll get you your reply. I'm just trying to get the.
Mom, can I turn into a dragon to fight a dragon?
we're kind of getting our ass kicked, please.
Please.
I guess we'll find out next week.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Yay! Whew, man, I didn't expect you guys like to engage the cultists at the
Second wave.
sigil. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect nobody to just steamroll them.
Yeah.
I figured,
To
okay,
pretty
if
much
he
finish
sees
by
2,
himself.
that's fine. That I might be able to lure him in with. 3, I could probably maybe scare him away. And I thought when you saw that there were 7 of them there, you would be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna retreat and get my friends, and maybe we'll go around them. No, you were just like to
Nah.
cut them down.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? They have to climb to get to me, or go around, which is a lot of movement. So I'm like, I have plenty of time because it takes like 2 hours to pick them off. I'm like, I have plenty of rounds to just keep picking them off without using any resources other than hide.
Well, I guess we'll see if Nanashi can put in the work because he was frightened majority of the time.
Yeah. I mean, I was still hitting her.
But yeah, and now we can't get frightened,
Yeah.
Yes.
so it's fine.
So all it was doing was preventing me from doing my triple advantage, which is arguably very strong, but still
It
hitting her.
definitely helps.
Yeah, you were still hitting. Yeah. And she couldn't do much against you because you were just
I was
so far away.
so far away and extremely hidden. She's like, I don't know what's hitting me, but it needs to fuck off.
God, when you just ran at her, I was like, I'm so sorry for what's about to happen, but it normally
Bye.
happens to Robert, and he's not here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting, me and Aerith to be in melee, and then Aerith was like, "I'm gonna go the opposite
Bye.
direction." That was why whenever he blazed on, I was like, "That's a cool move, I guess."
Oh man,
Well,
he just
The
didn't want to
AC,
die.
Again.
the
Now
the
you know
AC
Robert's
move,
pain.
you were just running away. That all right, cool, I guess. I'll see you
okay,
guys
bye.
Always
Oh,
blaming
Guess I'll
Robert
do
for
it by
going down.
myself.
Yeah, but Robert would rush in solo every. I went in assuming that I had backup, not I was
No, I
trying to
know.
do it like going rogue.
Robert's like,
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna hit you and you're gonna hit me, but I'm gonna hit a lot harder.
Yeah.
And then I'm
I mean,
gonna
it
hit the
was
ground.
also rough because she had surprise on you guys. The stealth rolls.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Really.
me and
Great.
Rose were so close to pointing her
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, and
Right?
like you guys,
Almost
you
had
you
her.
could. She rolled what did I have? I think she rolled a 28 on her stealth
Of course.
in the water or something like that. It was stupid high.
Ooh.
Well, I rolled a 30 in perception, so she had
You
to roll
did,
higher than that.
yeah. Well, at that point, it was kind of like you guys had
Getting
branched off
there.
into two ways. You saw her, but it was like you were seeing the most imperceptible things because your perception was so high. She wasn't clear, but you were like, yeah, I see something because there has to be something. There's the shit's
Nah, I
moving
got
in a
you
way
now.
it shouldn't. Yeah, but
Mhm.
But
yeah,
thankfully, we weren't clumped up like we normally are, so
Yeah.
we avoided it, like getting
Only the two
everybody.
of you took a shit
Yeah,
ton of poison
Yeah,
damage.
and that resist was
It helped
37
Oh my
while
god.
resisted.
a little
Yep.
bit.
Ancient Dragons, guys.
Definitely
It's
was. Yeah.
22d6.
Alright, I gotta go.
Yep. Have a great night.
So,
I'll see you
Yes.
tomorrow, Aurora.
Bye.